You should be good. Should be good. What's up? What's up? We got some issues going on. I'm choppy as hell. Got a bunch of stuff going on. Whole system shut down on me. So I'm gonna roll as far as I can, y'all. Got a lag going on. Let me hit something.
Can you sense that storm coming? All downhill from here. Can you sense that storm coming? It's all downhill from here.
What's up, bro? What's going on?
What's up?
How do I
What's
sound?
up? Man, I pushed I got this OBS thing going on, right? Me and Hutch are sitting there. You got to go live from OBS, and then you go to YouTube and you press the go live button. I pressed the go live button for OBS, was waiting for YouTube to get ready for me to push that button, and both my screens went black and everything just shut down on me. I was like, what the hell's going on, man? It's craziness, man. It's craziness.
Yeah, my internet's been acting real weird for the last couple days.
Just want to double check with the chat, make sure nobody's echoing. You can hear everybody. Got the setup going on. Hutch, we all good, man. If you want to jump back in, brother. How you been, man? Long time no see, Ghost.
Hanging out, man. Just doing my thing. Yeah, I can't even see the chat, man.
I know you're gonna have to use your phone or something because the way that it's running, it's weird, man. It's weird. You got a phone or something that you can bring the chat up on, or maybe just you can bring it up on YouTube, pop the chat out, and just have the chat there without the video running.
Yeah, it's no big deal. I can just pull it up on my other laptop over here.
All right.
No, I had funny story, man. Like I think it was Thanksgiving night. I said, man, I was losing some subscribers. I was starting to get frustrated. And I was like, man, I think the name Prepper is just killing my channel. I'm going to try something different. So I just switched it straight to Ghost. And then Saturday on my Canon stream, somebody told me that there was somebody else that was Ghost Prepper in somebody's chat. And I'm like, what? Well, I ain't never seen him. So then the other morning on your show, there he was. And I was like, well, damn. And I see everybody saying hey and talking to him like he's me. And I'm like, that ain't me. So I went in the chat and I'm like, yo, y'all, that ain't me. I changed my name to just regular Ghost. I dropped the Prepper. You know, I'm trying not to be stereotyped because I want to reach out to different communities like the homestead community and the gardening community and things like that. And, right. You know, there's a stigma with the word Prepper. We all know that. And, right. You know, so I talked with him. You saw me chatting with him. I subbed him up. You know, I'm like, you know, seemed like a cool guy. He had some content on there and all that good stuff. So it was all good. And then, but man, my emails have been blowing up. You know, people are tripping that I dropped the name Prepper and this, that, and the other. And then I got to thinking about it. And 2 weeks ago, you know, I set up my PayPal, my email, my, not Parler, but that other one that Trump's involved with now. I got all those set up as Ghost Prepper. So why change it? You know what I mean? Yeah, so I put a poll up earlier today and I'm like, you guys choose. Should I just stay as Ghost or should I go back to Ghost Prepper and just let there be confusion till we all figure it out? You know, it is what it is. You know, I got a year's worth in it. And, you know, granted, this guy was Ghost Prepper before me. I looked it up. You know, he's well over a year before me. Right. And, but, you know, he only had a couple hundred people. I got like almost 3,000. You know, and I've been here 10 months. I ain't never seen him before. No disrespect to him, but I'm just saying, you know, I put in the time, you know, and if he wants it to be confusion in the chat and keep his name the way it is, that's fine. I don't care. There's a whole lot of people that have my real last name. You know, it is what it is.
I think his name is actually lowercase letters too, though.
It's all lowercase.
You can tell the difference just from the capital GP and his lowercase. He does seem like a real cool dude.
He seems fine to me. You know, he's always saying hello. I got nothing against him, but, you know, I put all this time and effort into the content as Ghost Prepper, and it's on several different platforms. So it's stupid for me to change it. So I did a poll, you know, and it was like 5-1, you know, stay Ghost Prepper. So I switched it back. So, I mean, it is what it is. You know, you guys in the chat, if you see me, look at my thumbnail. I mean, you know what my thumbnail looks like. You know, that's me. No, and it's, you know, my G and P are uppercase. His whole Ghost Prepper is lowercase, but you know, I mean, it'd probably be some confusion. You know, hopefully he'll just switch it up and maybe change his name to something else. I don't know. I hate to say that. I'm not saying that. Hey, you need to change your name. I'm not saying that. You know, you be you, I'll be me. We'll see what happens.
Right. Yeah, it'd be all right, man.
I think
Y'all
it'll
will
be
work
fine.
it out. Y'all seem to get it. I think that was the first time I'd ever seen him in my chat, was the time when you were in there too, and I first seen that you had changed your name, and I was like, what the hell is going on here, man?
Yeah, I know.
You
That's
know?
why I spoke up. I'm like, no, da da da. You know, because I was trying to figure out how to work with this algorithm or something. Because you know, it's frustrating as crap. You know, when you're putting videos out there, but the only people YouTube lets see your videos are the people that you're already talking to.
Yeah.
You know, so how are you supposed to grow your channel if you're just talking to the same people over and over?
Yeah.
You know, but yet you got people with names like, you know, Cat in a Hat, and they're getting like 1.5 million views on opening a can of Pepsi. You know, what the hell?
Right. Some of these cats been around a long time too, but I see some channels, man, they blow up like overnight, but they hit the algorithm with whatever they hit the algorithm with, man. It's like when you're in this community, man, you gotta fight tooth and nail to get a sub or two, you know what I'm saying?
Or
For
some
real.
people want subs. I'm just saying.
And then I mean,
Yeah.
to keep them, some of these people in the community, as nitpicky as they are, to keep them as your sub, you got to like co-sign for a car or something. It's
I
crazy.
swear, man, it gets rough sometimes. I drop those the little music things to put them in a playlist. Man,
Yeah.
I dropped like 25, 30 subs or something, man. It just plummeted. I said, man, damn, really? I was doing that because, you know, people were asking me to. I was like, you know, y'all might want to use them or something. Who knows? People were asking, man, can I use that beat and stuff like that? I was like, I'll just throw them out there. And if somebody wants to use them, there they are. You know what I mean?
Another thing too, I think it's YouTube's way of punishing you for not putting up regular content. Because this is like the third time I've taken like 2 weeks off and just shut down, and my subs drop.
Yep.
Yeah, all three
Yep.
times they take subs away, and that's horseshit. You know, because ain't nobody getting mad that I ain't here, because I'm getting emails talking about where you at. Ain't nobody once emailed me yet and said, well, since I ain't seen you in 36 hours, fuck you, I'm unsubscribing.
Right.
You know, that ain't it.
Right,
It's
and
YouTube.
everybody's still here that hangs out with us and shit too. Like it, I don't know, man. I think it's a bunch of shit. I think YouTube. I think there's bots, all kinds of shit, man. You know, I can't. I'm not taking up for YouTube because I know YouTube does play those games, but man, I'm seriously to the point where I try not to even think about it anymore, man. I just enjoy doing my thing and trying to find new ways of doing shit and have fun, man. And fuck it. Whatever happens. Oh shit. Man, I'm telling you, the internet's going crazy, Hutch.
Go for this, man. Fuck.
I hope that was him and it ain't like my system booting people and shit.
I'm gonna disappear mid-sentence. Watch, guys. I'm predicting.
It said I seen him at the bottom, man. It said no service. He might have got booted too, man. It might be running through all kinds of systems. In the chat, let me know if something happens with y'all watching and shit. If something happens and y'all's computer shut down and you come back, let me know because it's craziness going on.
What you guys were talking about a second ago, I think YouTube works on the consistency. You know what I mean? Like we were talking that one day, like the more you run it like a business, the more they'll push your shit because they can get paid off it. You know what I mean? More one of those kind of things.
Yeah.
And it's like I've noticed that like I finally picked up some more subs over the last month, and I'm in that weird give me 10, take away 5, give me 8, take away 3 shit. You know what I mean? How they do that. So but I'm seeing new names in everybody's chat. So you know, I'm seeing brand new people coming to the community, but the numbers are bouncing and playing around. It's weird.
Yeah. I mean, I wish there was a way for like everybody in the community to just come together and to agree to do something and actually go through with it, and everybody just sub up, you know, because I mean, we got members in this community that got, 10,000, 15,000, 100,000 subs that we talk to on a regular basis, and we're sitting here with 2,000, 3,000 subs. I'm like, wait a minute, it's am I doing something wrong,
I tell you though, man, like you look at Angry and Canadian Prepper and some of these guys, they've been on here for 10 years.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think before 2020 hit, some of those guys still had 10,000 subs after 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, to be sitting where we're sitting, where honestly, with the numbers always fuck with you, and I don't
Right.
think you can ever get enough. It's like money. No matter how much you get, you want more. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it takes time, man. And I think the bigger channels also, because they put that work in for all those years when prepping wasn't popular. Before 2020, prepping wasn't popular. It was hard to get people into the community.
Yeah.
So I think, you know, they put the work in, they held it down for so many years when it was really hard to hold it down. So boom, they want us to put our work
plus,
in.
I mean, plus YouTube gives, I mean, they're over 100,000 subs. When you hit over 100,000 subs, I mean, your audience is huge. You get access to more searches than we do. I mean, they have access to like all of YouTube now. We have access to like one little dirty ass chair in the corner. You know, that's, I don't care how much work you put into this awesome video you do. YouTube sends it out to like 2 people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you got 100,000 subs and you bring in cash in for them, then they're making sure people see it. You know. So I mean, as an investment, it makes sense. But to me, it's just still bullshit.
It's frustrating at times, man. It is, but I don't know, man. I've always looked at it because like before I started my channel and right after I started my channel, I started noticing that, you know, the channels that I had been watching for a while, you know, and there were some small ones, or not so small, but they only had like 20,000 subs, maybe, you know, 15,000 subs, maybe 30,000. But when they were 3 years in, they like blew up. So I always had it in the back of my mind, like, well, you got to at least do 3 years on YouTube before you even get any subs. And that was before I even got to, you know, 100 subs. So right. when I got to 1,000 subs, I was blown away. I was like, holy shit, what the fuck is this, man? I planned on having 300-400 subs in 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Like I just did this shit for fun, man. I was like, man, let's just do it, man. Let's just hang out. Let's try to do some videos and fuck it. But after you get started,
it makes sense.
That's what people don't understand though, is once what you know, like people will say, like, if you get big, I'm unsubbing, man. I ain't following your ass no more. But it's like when you first start YouTube, you're like, oh man, I'm gonna do this for fun, man. I just want to hang out and shit. But then when the numbers start fucking with you and the subs start growing and you start getting into it, you like start getting obsessed with it. Like, man, I ain't getting no subs this week. What the fuck?
Especially if you're spending money. And and everybody, I mean, if you're putting content out, you know how much time it takes, you know, to do those videos and edit those videos, or to build the things you build, or plant the garden, or do with the rabbits, you know, whatever it is you're doing, it takes time. So if you can make, you know, $7 for every 1,000 views that you get, you know, I mean, that's not a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? But you know, so it's like that, then your sub count really comes into play, because if you got a lot of subs and you're getting a lot of views, then you're going to make, you know, $20, $30, $40 a week, you know, on some of these videos. That's going to offset some of the costs. It's going to pay for your internet. It's going to pay for your StreamYard subscription. It's going to pay for all the stuff that you're doing, you know, to keep this channel up. Plus, if you got a full-time job, or you're going to school for time, or you got a life, you know, you're taking away from that to do this, you know. So I don't see anything wrong with being appreciated. I don't see anything wrong with expecting people to sub up, especially if you're going to take your time to go into the comments and say something negative about some shit I put out there. Wait a minute. You took 15 minutes to write a paragraph about some bullshit, but you can't hit that red button. You know, so if you ain't subbed, I don't even read your shit, because it's just disrespectful. I mean, it really is. If you're not subbed and you come in there negative, I'm not even going to engage in a conversation with you. You know what I mean? It's just like, really, you took 15 minutes to say some dumb shit. And you're not even a part of this channel. You're not even invested. So kick rocks.
I should have put a thumbnail on this. This will be Ghost Prepper's YouTube rant video. Get him, Ghost, get him.
But I mean, if you think about it,
AJ's like, trying to get up in here, man. I hope he gets a signal. It always takes him a minute, man. Device not connected. But I see you, AJ. AJ, I see you back there, man. Hope you can make it in. But shit, it's all good, man. Just keep hustling, man. Don't give up. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I ain't.
Because I think they would really like for some of us in this community to give up, because I think this community is one of the biggest communities that actually stick together. Even though you know we're talking about how it's hard to get subs and this and that and this and that, we actually do stick together a lot more than any other community that I see on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
And you
Oh,
know
yeah,
they
for
gotta
real.
hate that, or I would think.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's nice to think that we matter, but man, sometimes I don't even. I I mean, YouTube is so big. It's like, damn, they could give a shit less. I mean, we can write letters and complain and be upset with getting a strike or, something like that, but they don't care. I mean,
Nah.
all that stuff crossed their mind before they ever gave you the strike. They don't give a rat's. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You gotta have 100,000 subs in order to talk to them.
Oh yeah.
When you get to 100,000 subs, you get a phone number to where you can talk to them. I think somebody told me that. I ain't gonna
Yeah, you
throw it
do.
out there. Somebody told me.
No,
But
you do. You do.
yeah,
I know who told me because he told me too.
it's
Yeah,
crazy.
he told
man.
me too. Yeah. And here's the thing: since that person hit 100,000 subs just a couple months ago, if that, his sub count has
Oh, it
it's been
skyrockets once
stuck
it
in the
hits
ass
that.
with a steroid shot. Yeah, it's like he's getting like 14,000 subs already
Shit, I
on
watched.
top of the 100.
Yeah, I watched Van City Van Life, and I watched him for a couple years. You know, he's been on for like 4 years. Man, last year he went from like I'm guessing I want to say like 50,000 subs to 100,000 subs in a couple months, and then boom, 200,000 subs in a couple months. So he finally made it to 100,000, and then boom, within a couple months, made it to 200,000. I mean, just exploded. I was like, yeah, because they're sharing that shit. Once you hit that 100,000, they're sharing your shit everywhere. Because
Oh
in
yeah.
all honesty, let's be honest, people just want to watch some shit. They want to watch reality TV. So boom,
Yeah.
bam, bip. It doesn't really matter as long as you putting the content out there. People want to watch. It's just a matter of fact of getting it out there and getting it seen. What's
Yeah.
up, AJ? What up? You made it.
What's
Hello,
up,
AJ.
man? It's the government, dude. They're trying to keep me down. Trying to get me out of here.
Nice to meet you in person, AJ.
Hey, nice to meet you, Ghost Prepper, man. How you doing?
Living the life, man. Living the life.
Where
I'm in a.
My
What?
bad. I just wanted to ask him where he was at earlier. Where were you at earlier, AJ? Because it looked like you was in your office or something, like at work.
I was.
That's why I said, man, he's got too good an internet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I stay at work and try to do that live, man.
Hell yeah. You handled it
What's
though.
going on, fellas? How you doing?
Chilling, man.
Oh.
Chilling.
Just chilling. Yeah, I think probably what I'm gonna do is instead of trying real hard and doing this and doing that, I think I'm gonna just pick a day, come on here and just chit chat for an hour, keep it consistent once a week, every week, and just ride this thing out and see if consistency pays off. Along with putting out content videos. But as far as doing a live stream every single day and this and that and the other, man, that's just too much. I think it works for some people, I guess, but for me, with my patience, no, it don't work.
I've been having fun with the chat and stuff, man. Like the last couple shows, being by myself, I'm more engaged with the chat, man. And it's like,
Yeah,
me
I was
doing that,
watching.
me doing that has made me want to do more YouTube. Like no
Right.
bullshit, man, because it's just fun, man. You're talking to so many different people, and we all go back and forth and talk shit and get shit. You learn so much shit, talk so much shit. It's just fun, man. And that's what I used to do, when I first started. I used to sit on the couch. I didn't have all this fancy shit in front of me, man. I just had a phone, a microphone, and and a little play box to do a voice or something. You know what I mean? And it was just fun, man. Didn't worry about the business of it all. Fuck all that business shit, man.
It's not, it's just, it might even be a little bit of jealousy. I ain't gonna lie, because when you see other channels, doing certain things certain ways, and it's just, it doesn't make. YouTube ain't consistent. That's what I want to say. YouTube needs to be consistent, because the way some of these channels are getting played versus the other channels is bullshit.
Yeah. But I think it's an algorithm thing. You know what I mean? Man, you got good internet, AJ. I can see your face and everything, man. Everything's working. Would you get some
AJ got
Wi-Fi in your crib? AJ, calling AJ. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. You done fucked it all up. I can't can't hear you, man. I can't.
Domestic gangster. What's going on?
Domestic gangster.
What about now?
Domestic, what's up? Long time no see. Good to see you, DG. All right, you good now, right? Got a little lag. Hey, Jay.
You got me now?
I think so.
A little bit. I couldn't hardly hear you guys, so I tried to put my earpiece in. I was like, maybe I could hear him better. I clicked that thing on, and then it went to shit. Too much electronicals in one shot, I guess.
Right. That's all right, man. We'll make it, man. We'll make it. I'll speak louder for you, man. I'll speak louder for you.
There you go. Yeah.
What's up, Jen?
I'm trying to say what's up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. She's getting ready to go out and do chores, and then she just took her hat off, and her hair's all crazy.
Now you can't see my cat hair.
What's up? Y'all doing chores late at night. Ain't it dark there and shit? Well,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. It's like 9:30 there and shit. It's 10:30 here.
Yeah. We still got shit to do. That's why we were.
Oh, shit. Got the headlight on.
Yeah. You know, when I say we're working with lights all the time, we ain't kidding, man.
I hear that. Man, I heard what you were saying, man. You got some crossing fingers it works out for you. I don't know who it is, but you got some big guests coming up.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be awesome, man.
Yeah, it'll be extremely awesome. I've really put a lot of thought into already what I'm gonna say and what we're gonna talk about and everything, just in case I do get him. He's way out of my league to have on my show, or even to be talking to me. Honestly, he's literally, I'm like famous, dude. So
Right.
it's quite interesting that he started even humoring, talking back to me and everything. And he actually got on and watched some of my videos. Him and his wife got on, watched some of my videos, watched some of your videos, Hutch's, a few of the people that I named off through some of our emails and stuff, and kind of was checking everybody out a little bit.
Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool.
Because
I'll be-
he's actually into watching this type of stuff. But of course, we're like not on the radar for what he was looking for. And so hopefully it works out. I'm supposed to get back with him in the middle of December. We'll see what happens.
Shit, that's what's up, man. Good luck, man. I hope it works out.
Thanks. Yeah, me too. It'll be quite interesting.
I'll keep my eyes open. Oh,
So,
shit.
yeah, I'll let you guys know way ahead of time.
Cool. What's up, Hutch?
Said it's very intriguing.
I know. AJ always getting the big fellas.
Right?
He only drops like one video every 6 years, and it gets all the big fellas.
I don't know. Man, just luck of the draw, man. I don't know.
That's because you're
Actually,
genuine
and
and
so-
real, brother. It's because you're genuine and real, man. They sense it. They know,
So when he was pretty small, it'd been about 2 years ago, me and Jim was at a concert of his, and we had a couple beers with him and hung out with him for a little bit. Probably, I don't know, an hour or two after the show, we sat around and hung out with him for a little bit. So I kind of at least know I could talk to the guy. So if I get him able to be on here with him, I know I can at least talk to him. So
I know who it is.
you probably do.
I do, man. I know who it is now. I'll text you.
I know who it is.
And Nisi knows too. You said too much.
Yep, I figured you guys would pick up on it.
I'm gonna have to clue all the fellas in, man. Nah, I ain't gonna
That's
tell on
fine.
you. I ain't gonna tell on you.
Nah, you can let the boys know. Hey, just Josh.
What up, fam?
What up?
Hey, Jay. Ghost. What's good,
What's
y'all?
up?
I'm just sitting here eating some of my preps.
Bad
Damn,
boy.
It ain't that bad in Texas, is it?
Nah, man. You ever had this? You ever had this? Oh, my God. Bacon jerky.
Ah,
I know.
Man, my favorite's kangaroo jerky.
What?
Kangaroo.
Oh yeah. Now my old boss was from Australia. He used to always bring kangaroo jerky over when he come to town. And you want to talk about good? It's the best, man. Nothing else can compare to it. Just absolutely, it falls apart in your mouth. It's delicious.
Wow.
Delicious.
I don't know if I can eat a kangaroo, man. Them things are pretty cool.
Yeah, and he actually had a kangaroo as a pet, and he was eating up some. He had a whole closet full of kangaroo jerky, and I'm like, and you got a kangaroo laying in a dog bed in your living room.
The hell?
Yeah.
Well,
I
kind of
mean,
like
hey,
you with the rabbits, though.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
I think I'm gonna bring that little rabbit inside and just turn him into a pet, man, because I ain't gonna eat him. Dude, he's only this big.
Damn.
Like his brothers and sisters are like this big. He's like this.
Oh,
he's
he's
just
a runt.
itty bitty, man. He's just like a dwarf. He's just a little dwarf rabbit.
Oh,
So-
that's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah, the rest of them are just, man, they're big.
Yeah.
Man,
Be
getting
more like-
bigger.
Like a chicken nugget, but with a rabbit. With a little
Yeah.
rabbit.
You still got your rabbits too, don't you, AJ?
Nice. What's that?
You still got your rabbits?
Yes, sir. We do. We've actually started expanding a little bit. We're gonna do hopefully here soon. We're getting ready to do a pretty big expansion and start letting our chickens go in on part of the rabbits, like the other half that we're building. Let the chickens go in there and
Scratch it up.
scratch around underneath and live underneath.
Yeah.
Cool.
I've got my neighbor's right beside me. He's doing
Drop
the chickens
links.
and I'm doing
Drop
the
links
rabbits.
for all
So we
that,
just swap
everybody.
over the fence. So probably what I'm going to do is, because I've also fenced in my rabbitry as well. So probably what I'm going to do is just get a couple of chickens from him and throw them in there with the rabbits and let them scratch around. Get
Yep.
it turned up real good.
And from everything, which I haven't done yet, but just from all the videos I've been watching, everything I've been reading, it's supposed to be real good. It's supposed to keep the smell down a lot more, which will
Yeah.
help with predators as well. I'm hoping, like raccoons and other things that like to come in and try to eat them. Hopefully, that'll be a little bit of a deterrent.
Yeah. I'm lucky because the guy that lives through the woods diagonal behind me raises hunting dogs. So
Oh,
and they're always barking. So I haven't had not one single raccoon, fox, coyote, anything in my backyard that I've seen. And none of them have messed with I haven't had any predator issues with the rabbits except for 2 of the hunting dogs that got loose a few months back and tried to eat up all my stuff. But I built my cages pretty sturdy, so they held up.
Yeah. I had one of my dogs kind of get into one of my cages because I cut my dogs loose sometimes in the evenings and stuff like that. And I had one of them because I wasn't paying attention. I went off doing something else and it got in there and kind of got into the cage just a little bit. But
Well, I tell you, you ain't heard this. There ain't no other sound on the planet like a rabbit screaming.
Oh,
That is the freakiest noise. You think it's a person. Like it's a freaky ass noise when a rabbit starts screaming. It's weird.
Really?
Like I didn't know what it was when I first heard it. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Dang.
It took me a minute to put it together. And I'm like, holy shit. Yeah, it's a weird, freaky sound, man. If they ever put that in a horror movie, shit. That's
They probably
a weird
do.
sound.
They might put them in the movies if it's like
Dude,
that.
they scream like a little person, like a little 3-month-old baby. They just go at it, man. They swing for the fence when they start yelling.
Dang.
yeah, my wife hates it when I use that call for like baiting in Yotes or anything. If I'm baiting them in with that call, she hates it. She can hear it.
It's a trip, man. Like I think that sound that a rabbit makes when it's screaming, I think it triggers every female on the planet.
Yeah.
Like like it's a trigger. It's a trip, man. It's just weird. It freaked me out the first time I heard it. I'm like, what? You little bastards don't make no noise at all ever.
Oh, yeah.
And then the one time you do make noise, it's some alien shit from a rabbit planet, somewhere far, far away.
Dang.
Weird.
Yeah, so talking some alien shit, my wife just reminded me. So in one of our empty old dog pens, no top on it or whatever, we threw this deer head in there to let the ants do their job and everything. And it don't have a door on it no more. But she put up some expanded metal about 3.5, 4 foot high. It just leaned it up against there, so it's just leaning. Well, something got in there and took that head out of there.
what?
And whatever it was didn't knock the expanded metal down, so it had to be very agile or whatever. I don't know, man. It
that's
got in
Where
there.
where
So I
you
gotta-
at?
Do what?
Where you at?
Kansas. So I'm thinking it's
Kansas?
Bobcat or alien, but I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
was,
put
I
cameras
was gonna
out.
say it was some kind of a cat because cats can jump with a lot of weight in their mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
but
I-
that's a
I'm
lot
put-
of weight. Just the head of it, that's a lot of weight to be coming over a
Oh, yeah.
loosely laid fence type thing.
Oh yeah,
Chupacabra.
yeah. It had to clear it 100% for sure.
Shit, y'all ain't got cougars out there or nothing, do you?
Yeah,
mine.
they say we don't, but we've definitely seen tracks and traces of them. And one time I was off coon hunting, and man, I just got this feeling that something was watching me. Like you can kind of get that feeling, and man, you just like sit up against the hay bale and slide down, and at least your back's covered. But
Make sure you drop
I'm pretty
natives
sure we
too.
got them around here.
Oh yeah, they're
So,
Make sure
everywhere.
you
make-
drop natives link too.
To make that story a little less weird,
Huh?
I want to show you why.
Oh, really?
Here I am. Where am I? I want to show you why I had the doe head in the pen.
Well, we
I
drop
threw it in
links.
there because I let them. Just nature takes it, of course, rots them clean, and then I do cool shit with them. Like,
Oh, nice.
And I finish
cool.
up this one. Where's it at?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's badass.
That
Oh,
is.
shit.
Finished it out, and where in the hell's the camera? There.
You're on there.
Anyway,
Yeah.
and
That
they
thing
look
looks
cool.
alien.
So that's
I know,
why
bro.
I kept the doe head.
That's dope.
That is cool.
That's
as hell.
pretty cool. What kind of rabbits you raising?
What do we got there? I know we got California white ones. We got some brown ones. She knows. She walked off now. We got the Californias. What else? What kind of rabbits you got out there?
Well, there's
Edible ones to me.
there's a New Zealand, a couple New Zealand crosses, California, a couple California crosses, some
That's what I got.
chinchilla breeds and mixes. They're all real nice size and produce good,
Yeah, I
average,
got-
straight.
I got one full-blooded New Zealand, my main buck. His name's Tribe, by the way, and everything else is New Zealand California cross. But man, I bred him for the first time to a first-time doe in July in 100-degree heat, and she threw 9 kits her first litter. All 9 lived. All 9 were fat and happy. All 9 are still alive out there right now today.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, but he throws crazy. Like I bred him to that doe twice, and I bred him to a solid white New Zealand California cross. I still ain't seen a white rabbit yet. Like he throws crazy. Like 2/3 of all my rabbits are black, solid black. It's a trip.
Yeah.
I'm
Good
getting
job,
some
Tribe.
gray, a little bit of red, but mostly they're all black, which is fine with me.
Oh, I like
That'll
the
make for
Yeah,
that'll make for a pretty coat. That'll make for a nice quilt.
Yeah.
that's
Try
one
be
thing-
getting busy,
Still
AJ.
agrees.
Try be getting busy.
Rabbit.
Yeah, he's full blooded and he's a New Zealand red, which is cool because a New Zealand red can throw just any kind of color. But he's massive. He's probably 22, 24 pounds maybe.
What?
He's a big
Wow.
ass rabbit. He's
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
He's a big rabbit. Yeah. He don't hardly eat, man, but he don't expend no energy. Like unless he's doing the deed, unless I put a doe in there, man, he don't do shit. He sits
Yeah.
up on this cooling tower and he just watches everything. You put a doe in there, shit. It ain't none of this, hey, how you doing? My name's Tribe. You know, can I buy you dinner? It's like, turn around, shut up, get out. I mean, it's like bam, bam, bam.
Too.
Yeah.
And he's the actually California New Zealand cross, but he's got just a little gray to where you can see kind of that California trait, but he's
I've got
but he's produces well. He's thrown one doe had 9, one doe had 10.
Wow.
He's bred every doe we've put to him either way. So.
and see Tribe, he's 2.5 years old. So, you know, I'm gonna save I'm gonna breed him till he gets tired of doing it. Because I mean, hell, he's 2.5 years old and he's throwing 9 kits. And like his second time that I bred him, she threw 9 more. I mean, 9 every single time to the same mama. I bred him to a solid white New Zealand California cross, and she only threw 6. But they're all healthy, so I mean, I'm not
do you
complaining.
have, Ghost? How
Huh?
many do you have, brother?
Right now in the backyard, 28.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah,
not too
considering I started with like 2.
Yeah. That's
You know,
not-
but I've got 2 that are they're cream d'Argents. They're like a dual purpose rabbit. They're like for fur and for meat, but and they're beautiful. Their fur is like super long, but them bitches won't breed. Like I've already tried them like 4 times to get them breed, and they ain't having nothing to do with it. So I'm gonna give them one more chance to go ahead and get knocked up, or they're going in the pot. I mean, they got beautiful fur. I would love to use it, but
Let me ask you, because I wanted to ask AJ too. When y'all kill y'all's rabbits to eat them, do y'all do something with the furs?
you can, as long as they're old enough, you can tan the hides. You can do whatever you want to with them after that.
You know how to do it, Ghost?
I've never done it yet. I'm gonna video it when I do it for the first time. But yeah, I know you can tan them with.
Sorry, Ghost.
You're
It's
right.
muted, AJ.
You're muted, AJ. There you go.
That better?
Yeah. Y'all ever tanned a rabbit hide? I guess it would be called.
No, we tried, like, to the extent of trying to pick and clean, and the stuff was so tender because they were young, of course.
Yeah.
I could not do it. It just tore and tore and tore, and there was so many, and I lost it on it.
Yeah, if you process them too early, like you can process them for meat if you feed them really good. You can process them around 12 weeks. But everybody that I've talked to, they wait to at least 18 weeks, sometimes 20 weeks or longer before they process them if they want to get the meat and the fur, because then the skin's thicker. And then the skin's a lot thicker, because on a 12-week-old rabbit, you can see them on some of the videos. They just take their finger and just rip the skin, rip it right down. So it's like, whoa, that's way too tender.
Yeah.
So the ones I've got, like the first batch, the first litter of 9, I'm keeping. Let's see, Native's getting 2, and I'm keeping 2 to go in the breeding cycle. So that'll leave 5 that I'm processing at one time. And but they're old enough. I mean, like I said, they were born. When were they born? They were born in July. So they're 20 weeks old. So their skin's super. They're good to go. So I'm gonna process all them, and I'm gonna do the fur for the first time. I'm gonna do it. I've seen 2 ways to do it. I've seen them do it with brains, and I saw them do it with the raw eggs. I think I like the raw eggs better.
I have seen that too, and I'm really interested, especially with the plethora of eggs we have on hand. I was like,
because it's just like one egg. It's just like one egg per skin, and just rub it in there and put it in the sun, leave it alone. And then obviously you got to do the stretchy part later on. But I figured I'll try it, give it a whirl, see how it goes.
Awesome. I want to see that. Yeah. I watched like a couple videos and stuff, but I was thinking.
I've seen them do it with the brains, and I've seen them do it with like the chemicals and stuff. But to me, as far as being a homesteader and a prepper, raw eggs is the way to go.
Yeah.
Unless you're, obviously the way to go would be to use the rabbit's own brains and tan their own hide that way.
Difficult to get all that out of there, though.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's way easier to crack an egg than it is to crack open that skull and try to,
Did you
crack the egg.
Huh?
Gray matter.
Oh, it don't work.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Shit. Ain't
Hey man, you know what? I was talking to a guy today, right? Do I sound okay? Am I all right?
Yeah.
I was talking to a guy today, man. And I don't know why, but this never crossed my mind. But he was like, you know what, Josh? The one way to unify the country around a president that is just shite
I was going to tell you,
is Whiskey Alpha Romeo.
I want you to start talking about topics that you were going to talk about.
And I was like, you know what? I don't know why I didn't even think about
Somebody says,
that.
what do you talk about prepping?
What is this dude doing, man? You having a conversation all by yourself, bro?
My bad, man. My bad. I'm trying to mute my mic. My mic won't mute. Nisi's like, you're talking over everybody. Every time you mute your mic, you're talking over everybody. I'm like, shit. Then I'm supposed to. I had a thumbnail about stuff to talk about, and I think a couple folks might be not too happy to be talking about rabbits the whole time. I don't care though, man. Yeah, we got to do what we got to do, man. We go off the cuff. It is what it is.
Yeah, I need to get some rabbits.
Oh shit, man! I gotta bring the chat, man. I'm telling you, I'm having a hell of a time, man. I'm learning this shit. I'm learning it. All right, so what are we doing, man? I lost focus, man. Y'all was like holding it down, and Nisi was yelling at me, and what's going on, man? What the fuck is going on here?
Look at this, y'all. Fam, look at this.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, the good thing is, though, that when we do go to war here in about 6 months, we're going to need to know how to raise our own rabbits, because we're all going to be some starving sons of bitches.
Very
6
true.
months.
Very true. I don't think 6 months.
Hey, I'm trying to be, glass half full kind of guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that. Optimism. What you got, a dip, AJ?
2.
I seen
Say
2
2.
fingers.
Hey, yeah, I'm with AJ, man. I'm just saying.
What's 2?
2 months.
Months, bro. Months.
Two
Come
months?
on.
I'm thinking more like 2 hours with the way shit's going down. We might not get done this live stream before something pops off, man. The shit that's going down in these streets, man. What the hell?
Nah, Ghost.
I
Ghost
tried to
gonna,
stop it. Go ahead, Josh.
oh, you good, bro? Ghost gonna let us know what the real deal is.
Man,
DEFCON 3.
when you've got half the population watching mainstream media and believing everything they hear and taking it as gospel, you can't have an intelligent conversation. You can't. To have an argument, you have to have two sides of an argument with opposing views about something that actually did or did not happen. When it's all fact, when it's all fiction, made up for a narrative that does not exist, we don't even have two opposing sides. We've got people that know what's going on, and we've got just lost, confused souls that have no clue. I mean, look at this Jesse Smollett crap that's going on. I am just for real. Dude,
Man, I want to tap in when I can. I want to tap in when I can before you go away from it, Ghost. Before you go away from it.
I mean, this cat, he staged it and literally did a dry walkthrough, got it all caught on camera. Like he was an actor. He rehearsed it. All right. And then and it's ridiculous. But you did the interview with the puppy dog tears and how these mongrels this and racial that. And I'm like, dude, I just want to reach through the camera and go, you do realize that you are just as white as you are black. You are a mixed breed. You ain't black. If I was a black man and there was a person like, oh, I don't know, Jesse Smollett, maybe a few other mixed individuals. Yeah. If I was an actual 100% black man and I had somebody like, say, Colin Kaepernick, who has had more white privilege than most white people I know, drop to his knee and start banging a drum on oppression when he can't even spell it. He don't know anything about it. He never lived near it. He don't know anybody that was oppressed in his life. He's just pissed that he thought he was an awesome quarterback. He really, really wasn't. So he had to find a reason to be relevant again, and it blew up in his face.
I don't even watch football.
If I was an actual black man and this guy's banging a drum about oppression and he's not even black, I would be pissed. I would be, man.
Lock him up,
You seen how I react when somebody steals my content. Now you're going to steal my color? I would burn YouTube to the ground.
Woo!
This is crazy.
Hold on,
you're not
even black. A couple more subs first.
Let me tell y'all something, though. Not to change the subject, but really I could give a fuck less about any of that shit. I mean, no offense, Ghost, but I just do not care about that bullshit. That shit's been going on for so long. But let me tell you, man, I heard something today and it kind of blew my mind. You look at China and you look at India, and they're supposed to have beef. That's all we're told is they have beef. Then you look at Russia and you look at China, and they're supposed to be buddy against us, all that shit. I just seen today where Russia sold India these huge missile defense rocket things. I forget. I watched a couple different videos, man. I'm not sure where I learned it from. But it showed a picture of it and everything. And I'm sitting there thinking Russia is going to sell China's enemy missile defense systems. So maybe, we got to stop thinking all this, everything the MSM tells us, we got to stop believing, just like you said earlier, Ghost, because there's some other shit going on, man.
Look, here's the thing. This is 2021. Nobody's invading nobody. China doesn't need to invade the United States to take over the United States. Right, we're in the virtual world. Why would you want to come over here and risk your life and bloodshed, expend money and resources that you don't have to control a country that by default you already control? Thank you, Joe Biden. What's the point? What you're wasting a trip.
Well, let me ask you this, man. Let me ask you this, because I heard that Joe Biden, the muscle behind the United States. Let me say that again. The muscle behind the United States, Mr. Joe Biden, was up on the phone with old gangster Putin and said, look, homie, you do anything to Ukraine, I'm sending troops. I'm sending defensive weapons. I ain't going to give you no money, no food. What you bitch ass going to do about that? Now, this all MSM. Talking Joe Biden was just muscling up on Putin. What y'all think, man?
I think it's bullshit. Number one, because number one, yeah, that ain't never gonna happen. Number two, Russia don't need nothing from anybody. Russia is a completely self-sufficient country. They have a very fertile land. They grow insane amounts of crops. They got their own oil reserves, own oil supplies. They own the Antarctic Ocean. The Arctic Ocean. They don't need anybody. What happened?
I know, motherfuckers dropping off right and left, man. I swear, I think it's the computer systems everywhere, man. My shit crashed. Hutch has been going in and out. AJ's got good internet. That should tell you something right there that the internet ain't right. You know what I'm saying?
He's the only one that, well, he just now got kicked off, but mine was acting up Saturday on my canning stream. It was all weird. It dropped me off twice. I had to restart the computer.
Man, today I was so embarrassed, man. I went back to watch the video to see what was going on because I could see I was choppy. I'm sitting there playing beats, asking people how they like them and shit, and I praise y'all in the chat. Y'all are just soldiers. Y'all are my friends because they were all saying how great they were and shit.
That shit sounded like ass.
It wasn't my beats. It was like all my beats put together in one.
You had two tracks playing at like the same time. It was like you had the same track playing at a 1 second delay on top of the other one.
Yeah, it was horrendous. I was like, what the hell is going on, man?
Everybody in the chat's going, awesome beats, Tribe, and everybody's banging one. And I'm like, are you fucking blind? Your ears work?
Got my back, man. I'm telling you. But I don't know. Maybe like, when it was live, it wasn't playing like that. Or was you in there, Ghost?
I was in there the whole stream.
And it played just like that as I was live?
Yeah, man, it was garbage the whole time.
Hey, chat, press one for yourselves because y'all are the MVPs for real because y'all had me feeling good as shit. I was jamming. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, what in the hell kind of noise is this?
Like,
there's two songs playing at the same time. Right. There's two songs going at the same time, and everybody in the chat's like, hell yeah, Tribe with the beats. And I'm like, who the fuck are y'all listening to?
It's a wonder y'all didn't text me, man, and blow up my phone like, man, what the fuck was that? You know what I'm saying? Good Lord.
It was funny, though.
Hey, man. I do got two dope-ass beats. Those beats I was trying to share with y'all, man, I swear I think they dope, man. I came up with some cool shit. As soon as the internet is doing okay, man, I'll share them with y'all so y'all can really hear what it is.
Yeah, just don't share them at the same time this time.
I honestly think
because I think it was both beats at the same time on top of each other is what it sounded like.
No, what it was is this is what I get out of it because I can hear what's going on with it. They're two totally different beats, but I think they took a like 40 seconds of a beat playing and crammed it into 10 seconds. You know what I mean? It was like and it was jumping and clamming in with each other. It was crazy, man.
Wow. Yeah, I was waiting on you to start dropping some hard rock rap beats, some metal rap.
I'm working on it, man. Not metal, but I'm working on some guitar plucks and strings and shit, man. Because I don't want to just be, YouTube actually. When I dropped those little music beats, the 10 in a day, they started labeling my shit and put it in categories, hip hop categories and shit. So I'm like, okay, if y'all want to start putting me in categories, you might share it out there or something. I'm gonna try to do some rock and roll, some soft rock, some country.
So YouTube, let me get this straight. YouTube is gonna come in your shit, open your dresser drawer and label and fold and organize your socks, but they can't get us no YouTube, no views. They can't get us no subs. But they gonna fold your socks. Yep. They're gonna organize all your shit, but ain't nobody gonna see it.
Yep. I don't know, man. I think you got to be careful too, though, Ghost, because we get to talking about some shit sometimes, and we go super hard against things that we really just see nonsense in. But when there's 150 million people that don't feel that it's nonsense, sometimes you can rub people the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, one sentence can make a person just be like, I don't ever want to hear this person again. And I know that we shouldn't have to be like that, but it's life, man. I mean, we don't control human beings. We don't control minds and hearts and feelings. That's true, man. So
that's true. I believe you 100%, and I agree 1,000%. But at first I was real hard, and then I eased up, and I think I eased up too much. And I'm kind of like, it may take me forever to get to 100,000 subs. I might not ever get to 10,000 subs. Hell, I might not ever get to 3,000 subs. But one thing I learned from watching Jason, he don't give a fuck. He's like, this is me. I ain't changing nothing. That way I know I'm going to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's a very good way to think about it. If you're you, even though you were offensive to some people, but you're consistent, you know, you'll kind of, they know what to expect when they log on. But if you're trying to be this on Sundays, and if you're going all Jesus on Sunday and you're going Walmart on Monday and we're talking Target on Tuesday, that can be confusing. And that's what I was trying to do. And I'm like, man, I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm just going to be me and let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah.
You know, man, in all honesty, what I think about with this YouTube shit, and this is the God's honest truth. Of course you think about, you know, growing and this and that, you know, you're trying to do a thumbnail good, you're trying to, you know, catchy title here and there, but I went back just before this live, man, and was watching some of my very first lives and seeing people who were in there and shit, and they're still here with me today. That's what it's about, man. Like, I may only have 3,000 subs, but I guarantee you, almost every night when I go live, I'm gonna have 100 friends that been with me for a long time. I'm about building relationships, man, because that's what matters.
Yeah.
Fuck the numbers. Fuck YouTube and their games. Fuck, you know, be yourself. If people like you, they're gonna be around, and you can be around them, and it'll all work out.
Yep.
Yeah, because if you think about it, could you imagine trying to do a live stream and you have 115 or 120,000 subs and you got like 1,300 people in there trying to talk to you at the same time? That would freak me out. But right now when I do a live, I know, like, I can probably, if somebody told me, hey, you're going to do a live stream from the future and you're going to have 106 people watch, I could probably tell you who 95 of those people are. You know, because I'm seeing, you know, I get constant, every time I go live, I know I'm going to see certain people always there. And if they miss a stream, the next time I see them, they'll be like, sorry, I missed you last time, or they'll shoot me an email. Yeah. You know, and I'm like,
something else you'll notice too, Ghost, is some of these channels will have 20,000 subs, 30,000 subs, and when they go live, they only got 10 people in the chat. That's the difference, man. Are you making a connection? Are you really making a connection? Are you really making a difference? Are you really, you know, growing friendships? Or are you just doing something trying to, you know, take YouTube for whatever the hell it is, I guess, man. And maybe that's where we get in trouble with the YouTube algorithms and YouTube people, because most of us in this community really don't give two shits about the money aspect of it, or I mean, I know some of us do. You know, it's nice to make money no matter what if you have a yard sale, you want to try to make as much money as you can, but in all honesty, that's not why we started. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So that kind of goes against the YouTube mentality, and they probably hate it.
If you remember correctly, when I first started, you were the one that told me that you could make money doing this. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, you can what? And I'm seeing all these, you know, I was watching Angry's chat and I'm seeing the dollar signs and I'm like, dude, what the hell is this?
Yeah, but you got to be big though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're not gonna make money as a small channel. Yeah,
but I tell you what's frustrating to me, like the most frustrating thing is I can go back, because I do it all the time. I'll go back and watch one of my old videos and I'll drop a video that I thought was just stupid, and it's got like 1,500 views. And then I'll spend 3 hours putting up a beautiful thumbnail and doing a really cool video, and I get like 400 views. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. My biggest video is a 15-second video of me showing brand new cases of jars.
I know, I've seen it twice.
Biggest damn video.
I know.
It's like,
I watched
what
it
the
twice.
hell?
Like the first time, I think when I watched it the first time, you had just put it up. I think I was like view number 21 or 22. I was at the very beginning.
Right.
Yeah. That's all they want. The jars, brother. That's it. Just show the jars. Nothing
But it's
else.
like, I think YouTube is like trying to force us not to go live. Because like I'll monetize my live streams, like for the canning show. All right, there's one or two reasons why they're doing this. Like I monetize my live streams when I go canning, because everybody knows it's, you know, supposedly family friendly. We try not to drop the F-bomb. We're trying to just go in there and just have a stress-free time canning food. And for the first, I don't know, 20 or 30 shows, I monetize it. As soon as I click monetize, my dollar sign stays green the whole time, and it's monetized. But here for the last 2 months, every show I monetize it, and my dollar sign stays yellow. for like 3 days. Then it turns green after everybody that's going to watch it already watched it.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? So say if I used to make say $5 off a live stream, I'm just pulling a number out of the air. It's actually about $1.50.
Yeah.
Now instead of doing that $5, now it's like they drop it after everybody's already watched it. They'll let it get monetized. I'm like, what the hell?
Man,
and it's either one of two reasons. It's because they don't want me to do it, or it's because I started letting Ghetto get up on the panel, one or the other.
Say it, bro. Say it.
I gotta say this real quick, man. It's been a blessed day. Earlier when I went live, Alaskan Prepper came in the chat and was hanging out for a minute. Now New York Prepper's hanging out in the chat. New York Prepper, what's up, man?
Luke,
man, that's my go-to right there, man. He be dropping knowledge. He keeps me up to date on all this stuff, man. Great channel. If y'all ain't subbed up to New York Prepper, man, I'm telling you, and I ain't bullshitting. I'm not just saying that because he's in the chat. Like, y'all need to get hip because he be bringing the knowledge.
Everybody knows who he is, man. That's Mr. World War III, bro. That's who that is. Everybody knows that, man.
Yes, sir.
Oklahoma.
Appreciate you being here, though, brother.
Absolutely, man. Seriously. Hey, man. Hey, look. This is what I've been working on, bro. This is what I'm working on, man. I'm deep in this thing, brother.
And I see the comment that Off the Wall Prepper made. It says that the limited doesn't matter at all. Read the outlines. That sounds great in a perfect world, but if it didn't matter, it wouldn't be there. It's limited, and it tells you flat out it's limited to your ad revenue, whatever is limited. I don't know if it means it's only limited to certain people that can put the ads on your channel, which then that would make it not really matter, or if it's limited to the people, the views that it's getting. I don't know. I don't understand that part, but to me, that if it really didn't matter, then there really wouldn't need to be a word limited, and there wouldn't be a yellow check. I mean, I could be wrong.
Yes,
I don't know.
Yes, I will. All right, we got to get away from all this YouTube money bullshit ghost.
I got you, brother.
Hey, I'm following y'all.
Hey, I got you.
Niecy's about to go watch somebody else, man. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, bro. Bam. Hey, I posted the question in one of my last videos, right? The horses, not to go all biblical, but the horses, bro. The horses. The white horse. The red horse, the black horse, the pale horse. So one of my videos, I was like, is the white horse riding? You know what I'm saying? And that goes to like the MOTB. That goes to like where we're at, right? And I promise you, in the video, it was 50-50. People were like, nah, he's putting a saddle on the horse. You know what I'm saying? Other people were like, yeah, he's riding. And I'm like, which one is it? So that's where I'm at with the biblical stuff, man. And then, bro, as soon as you posted the thumbnail, I'm thinking, I had to do some research. Russia, the king of the north, right? China, king of the east. Iran and those other countries, king of the south. United States and Europe, king of the west. Bro, that's what they talk about in this thing. That's what they talk about.
And it's all these rich elite people in each, like I've said it. I did an interview with not interview, but I hung out with Shrimp Zoo, and we were talking, and I was like, we talk about Illuminati, but I think there's more than one Illuminati. If you look at Illuminati, I think the Asians have a Illuminati, the Russians have they have a rich group of people that run shit, and I think that's what most of our beef comes from, is because these Illuminatis go against each other, and we get used as pawns as far as fighting and the propaganda, and we suffer when everything goes bad for one and not the other. You know what I mean?
They're just playing chess, man. All they're doing is playing chess or checkers with us. They play a game. We suffer the consequences. They laugh about it. They clear the board, reset the pieces, and start it all over again.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all it is.
I got some shit though, man. I got some shit. Niecy Hook, I got some shit, man. There's been some shit.
What? Come on, brother.
Let me hit you up. I'm just gonna read one real quick. And this is something that'll blow the chat away. And I don't want to talk about this too much because I don't want to get in trouble. But as far as mandates and shit, can y'all? I'm gonna ask the panel. Can y'all tell me what the worst country is on the mandates and shit, as far as like being the most iron fisted and shit? What country do y'all think is the worst?
France.
Oh shit.
They're saying that it's Fiji. Now,
Fiji.
let me tell you who's number 2. Who do you think's number 2?
Oh shit.
New Zealand.
Germany.
What?
Fucking Germany, man. Nisi said they got soldiers in the streets with armor and pew-pews, and like they going super hard over there. And you know, I think they just sworn in like a new government and shit, if I'm not mistaken. Man, they going super stupid. So listen to this. Let me break this down. This is Germany. I got to be careful of the words, but this happened in Germany. A father kills family for fear of prison due to a forged vax passport. On Saturday, police found 5 bodies in a home located in a town south of Berlin in Germany. A father, mother, and 3 daughters. The father left a suicide note stating that he forged a vax certificate for his wife. After the employer found out, the couple was afraid of imprisonment and that the children would be taken away. So this dude killed his whole family and himself because he was so worried about the government coming down on him for this. That kind of tells you just how bad it is in Germany. And I know that this dude probably had issues anyway to be able to do something like that, but it still shows the state that Germany's in with this shit, man. That's craziness. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It can get even crazier if you look at it from a point of view, and you know me, I like to go, but what if that was all crap? What if that was just spit by the media to scare the shit out of the public to toe the line? You know?
I know. I mean, we could look at anything like that, but just to hear that story is kind of crazy. You know what I mean?
That yanks on some heartstrings big time.
Yeah. And I want to read one more real quick, and then we can just talk and shit or whatever you want to do, and I can read some later, but
Bro, it's your show. Read them all.
This is something that I'm kind of happy about, but it goes to show you just how deep shit is running. There was a major human smuggling ring based in Brazil that was taken down due to the efforts of Brazilian federal police, ICE, and Homeland Security. The victims were bound for the U.S. This operation led to 8 arrests and executed 21 search warrants. The arrest included Lebanese, Bangladeshi, and Brazilian nationals. Allegedly, the victims were brought from Bangladesh and other countries in South Asia into Brazil, and then they were going to be on to the USA. You know what I'm saying? Wow. But that's huge news, man. That should be everywhere. People should be clapping in the streets like, yes, finally y'all are doing something. But what do we get? We get that Juicy Smollett dude, and we ain't even hearing about Ghislaine Maxwell. You know what I'm saying?
No. Why are there cameras in the courtroom for Rittenhouse, but not for Juicy or Ghislaine?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't fit the narrative, bro.
Or the meeting between Potato and Boone.
And just to state consistent, if I was running a child smuggling ring or human trafficking ring and I'm trying to bring in fresh meat, so to speak, to the United States, why would I bring them from Thailand or Bangladesh in through Brazil to come up to America? Go anywhere in the hood and you can find some kids. Go to Mexico. They're bringing them to the border for you. They're delivering them like damn Domino's pizzas.
Yeah, but it's big. It's $1 billion business, man. It's $1 billion business. I mean, they're bringing them from all over the place. I can just go
south. I know that's the part that I don't understand. Why are you bringing? Why it's like ordering Domino's, but instead of ordering from the store that's a mile from your house, you're ordering from 3 cities over, and you're like, nah, don't worry, I'll pay the gas.
You know, those routes. That route has probably been running for a very long time.
Yeah, there you go. That's where you probably got some sort of underground railroad type gig going on where you pay off. Yeah, good point. Good point.
And they just tapped into it, man.
But it does make sense. I mean, if you're going to do some crazy stuff like that, do it away from where you live.
It seems like more and more is coming down, though. Like I have a little bit of faith that good shit is happening. I mean, if you look at, you know, the Bill Cosbys, the Weinsteins, you know,
Yeah.
There are some big people going down. There's some big groups getting tore up. Like, hopefully this stuff keeps up, man, and we keep fighting this shit, man, because that's important to me. You know, human trafficking and child trafficking and shit, man. That shit. That
should be number one. That should be number one on the list. That should actually be above coronavirus right now.
Yeah.
That should be above all that right now.
Yeah, war on drugs, all that shit. It should be above everything. You're right.
Oh yeah. It should be number one priority.
Because
if it's still operating right now, that means it's not operating by the pandemic guidelines. I mean, did they check all those sex slaves to make sure they had their vax card? You know, did they have their shot? You know, so I mean, that's your way in. That's your medium to transport things that aren't supposed to be getting transported.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be number one.
Man, you asked a question in your last live about what was it, man? Like what was it, like demons or reptiles or something, like politicians or something like that, man.
Yeah.
Bro, there's so much of this stuff going on around the world. Like, there is so much. There has to be something like that going on with this. I'm just saying, man. It's serious. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Dude, when I used to listen to conspiracy theorists and different things on YouTube and online, and I would always be like, man, that's bullshit. You can't do this stuff. That ain't never gonna happen. And bro, and then I watched that movie with Kevin Spacey, or that series, House of Cards.
Oh yeah, that was
how politics really works, and I'm going, holy shit.
Yeah, seriously.
They really just put it all out there and just gave you the entire game plan and showed you how nasty shit can be. And I mean, they put a silk hat on a pig.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
You know who they look like? Almost exactly. You know that the president and. I was like, man, and I believe it. There's probably a lot of truth to that, man.
I don't know, man.
You gotta take everything with a little bit of something. You know what I mean?
Hey, PT, have you ever seen that House of Cards?
No.
Man, that is a crazy series, bro. That is it will blow your mind.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I seen Gmail Merkel in the chat. You know, I weigh, you know, because I'm always straight down the middle and I can see things from both sides. And I know that they were coming after old Cosby because of some other shit too. You know, he was about to own some shit, some TV shit and some old shit, man. They always go after you once you start coming for the money and you can get it. I mean, look what happened to a couple other ones. I mean, they ruin people all the time. Yeah. So, I mean, I can't say that I think he's 100% innocent, but I can't say he's 100% guilty. Like, I'm right down that line, man.
Bro.
Because I know how they come after people. What's up, Jack?
Nah, man. Look, back in the day when I was younger, we used to sit down in the living room and just, and like, we would just, the whole family would sit down and watch the Cosby Show.
Hell yeah.
Man, please, man, let me tell you something. You couldn't eat a pudding pop without thinking about Bill Cosby. Remember when Tribe, this goes back to maybe even a little older than you. Remember picture pages?
Oh, okay.
No, but I remember the Green Hornet.
Picture pages, time to do it. Picture page. Yeah.
But look,
Saturday morning with the kids.
Yeah, but with that power, brother, you asked the question. Bro, I wish you could have got the echo fixed in the last live stream. I was like, man, he's killing it.
I think he done most of that stuff, and I think they knew about it, and I think they held it over his head, and then I think when he got old and demented, and he was no more good use to them, then his money came to play, and I think they called in the chips, man.
Yeah, that's really what happened. Yeah,
but I'll say this, and I know it's rough, you know, on women that stuff happens to them and stuff, but. You know, if there was 30, 40 women that these things were happening to, and people knew all around, I mean, man, you're going to wait 30, 40 years? Come on, man. Come on. And some people, I'm not saying the victims, but some people were, if this was true, some people around him and around these people were just as guilty as he was for not standing up back then and keeping it from happening over and over and over again. So I think there should have been a huge trial with a whole bunch of motherfuckers, not just Bill Cosby.
Bro, you know how
I'm still tripping that Ghislaine Maxwell's even having a trial. And you know what I mean?
Is she?
That's just blowing my mind. I'm going, wait a minute. That's a killery moment. I'm just like, what?
But
Yeah.
somebody said something real smart though, Ghost. Who the hell was it, man? Oh shit! I'm a
Hey,
say
don't
it.
like that.
Somebody said something very, very smart, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's so smart." They said that what if your government had a person who had dirt on the whole royal family? Wouldn't you want to keep them around? Well, Ghost dipped off, but think about that,
What is
Josh.
going on?
Think about that, Josh. Though, if you had a person, you was the United States government, and you had a person that had dirt on the royal family, wouldn't you want to keep that person around and have that secret weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Damn, I wish I knew. I want to say who the hell said that first, man, so I can call him out.
Monograph.
Oh, it was Monograph. It was Monograph. Monograph hit that shit, man. I turned on Monograph like 2 minutes later. He said that shit. He's like, man, I just think they're keeping her so they can have leverage over the royal family. I was like, holy shit. I'm telling you, Monograph will blow your mind, man.
Yeah.
I never thought of that, man. I never thought about, you know what I mean? That secret weapon
big?
you could have.
Yeah. How big?
That makes perfect sense.
Yep.
That legit makes perfect sense. I've never thought of that.
Your mic is real low, Ghost.
Man, my shit is tripping out.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what the hell's going on with this internet, but we still rolling. That's all I'm worried about. We still rolling, Jack. Press one. You know what I'm saying? Shit is.
Yeah, man.
Josh, you hanging in there, man. Texas doing good. Y'all must have a different grid or something.
Yeah, you know how we roll. No, I got my stuff hardwired, bro. I got the wire coming up the stairs and everything into the computer. I ain't on that Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I'm hardwired in too.
No doubt, man. You know.
I'm hardwired. T6 cable. T6.
Your mic ain't hardwired.
This is fancy stuff that PT's working with now. That's what it is.
Nah, man, I ain't booting nobody.
I'm just messing with you.
We good, man. We good. YouTube coming down on us because we're talking all this shit about all these Ghislaine Maxwell's and human trafficking.
Oh man, you can't even say that too many times, bro. They don't like that.
I hear you.
Talking, yeah. Man.
So what you think, man? We can dive into it, man. I'm sure the chat won't mind, man. We can dive into it. So what you think, man? You think it's demons running these Illuminatis and shit, man? They ain't even.
Yeah. Yes. Hell yeah. Everywhere. All
right,
over the place.
I wanted you to be up on that live with me that day too, man. Because I wanted to ask you questions. Man. What do you think? Do you think demons can live in a person's body and they can actually act and fake like a human and
yeah?
Because in the movies, when somebody's possessed, when the demon shows up, he acts all crazy, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah. But I can see, if demons is taking over, they would just act human and act nice and be fake as hell. See in the chat, they saying yes for sure, no doubt. That's what they were saying in the chat when we talked about it before too.
Man, the parasitic energy vampires. They make you do dumb things. They make you do crazy things, and that's what they're there for. Seriously, you could have small ones. You could have small ones, and the small ones are actually dangerous because they just kind of stay with you, and you don't even know you're doing anything crazy. You might have just a bad habit here and there, every now and then. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I feel you.
Seriously, I don't have a lot of friends because seriously, I don't have a lot of friends because every now and then. Those parasites will more than likely show face, and I'm like, nah, bro, we're cool, but I'm gonna be at the crib.
Do you think? Do you think there's anybody walking this earth that are completely free of demons or free of sin or anything of the sort?
Yeah. I met a grandma today. I met a grandma today, bro. She was white. I was like, look, and she knew what I was saying. I was like, I love you. I was like, look, on the next trip, I'm going to ask if you can be my grandmother. She was like, yeah, do it. I'll do it. Nah, they're people who have she doesn't have a cell phone. She doesn't do internet. You know what I mean? She's in the house. She reads her Bible. She loves life. She loves people, and she's chilling. Yeah, there's some. Mm-hmm.
Man, I read this book one time. I read the whole book because it was so interesting, man. And it was talking about, Christianity and Jesus and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, in the book, they were talking about how they believed, it was a woman who wrote it, and she believed that kids shouldn't go to school past like third grade. They just need to learn numbers and letters, and because it'll corrupt them. And she said in that book, she said there's only been one human being so far to that date, and the book was back from the 50s. She said there was one human being that walked this earth that was that pure to make it to God, and that was Jesus Christ. And she said that's why it hit so hard with me when you said that you believed, we come, we learn what we need to until we get to the next level, then we come again, learn what we need to because that's pretty much what she said. She said we're here, we're learning, and hopefully through time, through visits, we'll get to a point like Jesus and make it to God.
Hopefully, it's just my idea. That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Yeah, that shit was deep, man. That shit was super deep.
Who is this, man? Everybody's like, just Josh is nervous. What is this? What am I nervous about?
I start talking about Jesus and stuff.
No, man. Hey, look, it's only gonna be a few, brother. It's only gonna be a few. It's only gonna be a few.
Do you think I got 1,000 questions, man?
Because I don't have the answers.
I know, but I love your insights on it, man. I love your thoughts about it. I can listen to you talk about this shit all night long, man.
I'm crazy,
Arkansas
man.
living native, man. When y'all get, y'all talk, y'all make sense, man. So damn, I done went squirrel, man, because I was thinking about all y'all and all the times. All right. Do you think it's a sin to walk around Earth claiming to be a non-sinner? Do you think that could be a sin in itself? To walk around, claiming to be perfect, claiming to be, and I'll just throw it out there, claiming to be a pope or a priest. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Oh shit, we got Hutch back, man. Hopefully it works. What's up?
We're getting this philosophical nonsense.
I don't know what he's talking about.
We diving in. What you think, man? I didn't make no sense.
No, you did. Right. You did. I mean, the only thing that I can say is when he came here, he seriously, he preached like, don't worship me. I'm not the one. I'm just an example of, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was never like, I'm the one. Everybody needs to watch me and follow me. That's not what he did. He was like, I'm chilling. I'm just here to help. I love all y'all, but I'm just here to help. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you got somebody with jets and all of this other stuff, and that's not the way it was supposed to be.
Like the Pope and stuff. I mean, not to be talking. I know it's kind of a touchy subject to talk about the Pope and stuff like that, but I mean, he ain't Jesus. We can question him, right? I mean, you gotta.
I'm pretty sure Jesus would sit down and have a gangster conversation with you. You can ask him anything that you want to ask him, and he'd be cool with it, man. Yeah. He ain't gonna be like, no, you cannot ask me that.
Oh, I'd go deep on Jesus.
I know you can, brother.
He'd have to smoke a little something with your Huts to get on your level. You know what I'm saying?
He created everything, brother.
Okay. Can I ask a random question? I mean, are we in that phase? Can I just ask a random question?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
What is the importance of the cross to you guys? Because like my perspective is kind of like if I had to compare it to something, it'd be like if Jackie O wore the shell casing that went through JFK's head. You know what I mean? That's what's the significance of the cross?
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
I'm picking up what you're putting down, brother.
I'm gonna let Josh run with this one.
Well, I gotta go first.
I need time to think, man. I need time to think.
Yeah. No, man, I thought about that too. And as a matter of fact, today I was working, man, and I looked on the wall. Legit, I looked on this wall, and there were like 20 different crosses and different designs, flowers, the metal one, this and this. And I actually thought to myself, like, if I had to, seriously, this is real. I was like, if I had to pick one, which one would I pick? And seriously, and there, and you know, I looked at all of them, and the only one that I felt good with was the one that actually had flowers going around it. It was like roses and flowers, and it was all pretty and pink and blue and yellow. All the other ones, the ones with like the body on it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel you, Hutch. I was like, that's a little too harsh, but I understand. I don't know, man.
It's like, oh, my bad. I thought you were done, man. My bad.
I am.
I was just gonna say it's kind of like his resting place, because when they put him, after they took him off the cross and they buried him, so to say, he ended up getting up and walking away. So the last, I mean, I guess you could go to that spot where he was last at, but where he died and lost his life was on that cross. So I would think that's why it's so significant, because it was like the last place he was alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. I get what both of you saying. Then wouldn't that pretty much mean that the cross itself would be blasphemous or a false idol? I mean, technically.
I hear you.
You know what confuses me sometimes is, who do we pray to? Or do we pray to Jesus, or do we pray to God?
I'm out.
Right?
I'm out. No, I'm just playing, man. I'm with you. Yeah.
Making me nervous, man.
No, you good, brother. That's a good question. And
Maybe the chat can help us out. Maybe the chat can help us out. Who do we say our prayers to? Who are we praying to? Are we praying to Jesus, or are we praying to God?
Honestly.
Yeah.
Is it situation? You know what I mean?
Anytime that I've ever prayed, because I've prayed in my life, even when I was younger and stuff. I'm not a hardcore, go to church and stuff like that. But I learned some things, and when whenever I prayed to God. I never prayed to Jesus.
Right. Yeah. I grew up in Baptist and Jehovah's Witnesses. Right. And the Jehovah's Witnesses, they were like hardcore, like, no, Jesus was, it's Jehovah, it's God. Jesus was sent by God, by Jehovah. And then as in the Baptist, it's the Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. They're all one. You know what I mean?
Not really, but I'm with you.
Okay, and that's where I'm at with it. So we're good. We're on the same track.
Right.
But just for me, any movie you watch, anytime you read the Bible, when he was on the cross, he cried out. He, you know what I'm saying? Who did he talk to? Who was he talking to when he was on the cross? You know what I'm saying? Before he passed. And that's what does it for me. So I pray kind of sort of through him to the Father, to God, which is the source, the creator of all things.
Okay, I got a hard ass question. This one's gonna be hard, man. This is for the chat too. I'm still with y'all. I'm reading, I'm listening and reading. I'm still with y'all. It's a little bit more personal when it's just me. I can hang out more, but thank y'all for hanging out with me. I love y'all, man. I do. But when you're born, let's say you're born in, I guess it would be, Afghanistan. You're born in Afghanistan. You're brought up to believe in Islam.
Yeah.
If Islam isn't the right one, how could God look at this child and blame him for following, you know what I'm saying, the wrong?
Yeah.
Or if you're in China and you're a Buddhist, you know what I'm saying? Like how can God deal with that?
They say that the things you don't talk about on the internet is politics and religion, bro.
Yeah, true.
No,
all right, let's go back to rabbit.
Let's kick that.
You gonna get some rabbit shit? You gonna get some rabbit?
Kick that shit.
Right.
Kick it.
You don't know if you don't ask. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah.
You advance, you just sit in your ignorance and don't ask a question.
That's right. I believe in a source, man. I believe in a source, and I don't limit the source to a particular piss some people off. I don't limit the source to a particular religion. I don't, because the source, God is not going to be limited to a one religion. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people will totally disagree with that. But I believe You know, I believe there were others who were sent. Look, before Christianity, there was Hindu, and before that there was Islam. Is Islam the oldest? I'm not sure, but
I don't know.
you know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
So I think he sent his people out to reach all the different nations, all the different peoples, and all the different religions. Man has a way of doing. We have a way of doing what we do to things that is not like on the God level of understanding. So I don't think that the little kids in Islam or in Hindu or in any other religion, you know what I'm saying, is they're gonna perish because you know what I mean?
So, yeah, I do. I get you, man. I get you.
Yeah.
But do people of faith they don't believe in like cavemen and the evolution of man at all? Like none of that was a thing?
Man. I mean, I hear stuff every day. I listen to things. I hear things.
I know
The
there's
one thing
so many beliefs.
yeah, that's it. And we know what the good book says. You know, the dirt, and he, you know, he blew his breath into the dirt, and then there was, you know, man, and the rib, and there was Eve, you know, all that stuff.
Right.
You know, I believe in aliens though, man. You know,
Yeah.
yeah.
See, it's easy to contradict it all. That's what's so hard about religion, man. You so quick. I mean,
Yeah.
to stay on point 100%. I just can't imagine, man. I can't imagine how you would have to live
What do you mean?
to be 100%, you know, on Jesus level, to get the guy,
Right.
like, to get to that point.
Yeah. It's doable, man, but it's oh
It's an impossible standard.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll never reach this, but I can keep trying.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's marketing. It's marketing, plain and simple.
Yeah. Especially in this world, man. Look, when you mention a statement like that, it just it reiterates how like evil and corrupted and just totally off center the world is right now, because it's that hard to try and walk in a righteous path.
Right.
Right.
You know, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I hope y'all can see the chat and everything being said in the chat, man. There's a lot of people saying a lot of good stuff.
101. I hear you.
A lot of different thoughts, man. A lot of different thoughts, different beliefs, and all kinds of stuff, man.
Aliens, demons, same thing. We're gonna find out. I'll tell you that much. We're gonna find out
Sooner or later.
Yeah.
It's already creeping on us.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely, they're letting it out.
I think the demon term is overused. I really do.
It's such a cool word, though.
Right?
Why?
And
What do you mean, Hutch?
That's what made it lose its value. Because everything is demons now. Just, you know, like everything is racism. You know, it's oh, you know, he only did that because he had them demons. No, because he was a piece of shit. What do you call it? You know, I mean, oh, it's them demons. You know,
I love it, Hutch.
I swear, Hutch don't play, man. He don't play.
At all.
Press one.
I love it. Hey, you know what's a new one? My fiance's son, man. You know, every now and then I catch these new like you know, teenage terms and stuff. You know, so the rap songs and all that stuff. You know, it was like no cap. That means you're lying. You know,
Yeah.
legit. So now they're all using. I was on demon time. It's demon time.
Oh,
I guess that's
shit.
when like you lurking. When you lurking, are you up to no good?
Right.
Yeah, that's a demon time. I'm just like, man, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Crazy world, man. Crazy world. Y'all want to hear anything else that Nisi broke down, man?
Oh yeah, run it.
She got some important stuff too, man. I did want to let people know to be careful out there because they recalled some shit. There's a nationwide recall on ham and pepperoni products. Testing found listeria. Alexander and Hornung is recalling 234,391 pounds of fully cooked ham and pepperoni products that will be contaminated with listeria. Products were produced on various dates and have the establishment number M10125. M10125, in case you need to check it. Inside the USDA mark of inspection. No confirmed reports of adverse reactions when the products were consumed yet. That's kind of deep though, man. I mean, right here around Christmas time, ham. I mean, everybody's buying up hams. You know what I mean?
USDA slipping.
All right, and I know y'all have heard this one. We've talked, but now they're talking about it in the MSM, the mainstream media. There it's coming up on the side. You know, there's MSM, and then there's a little bit lower than MSM, then there's a little bit lower than MSM, and like I'm like at the bottom of the barrel when I read anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, but military analysts, and I know y'all have heard this, but it's starting to float around a hell of a lot more now. And I'm not saying I believe it or don't believe it, because I think anything's possible. But military analysts say China could be hiding cruise missiles inside shipping containers to carry out a Trojan horse style plan to carry out surprise attacks on its enemy ports. China has a huge fleet of freighters and fishing vessels that could be turned into warships by sneaking the shipping containers on board to blend in with the regular containers. The Chinese have not officially confirmed they have the missiles, but it is likely they have them. That's pretty deep, man. That's not coming from like Nisi's gonna have to figure out where she found it from, but it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like just some YouTube video. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen it like 3 times on like real news outlet shits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That'd be some crazy shit, man. I seen a video too. A friend sent me an email and showed a video. It was like a 40-second video, man, and it showed how they could load them up on railways, boats, you know, all kinds of different shit, man. It's like, damn, man.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You see, they did they real hush hush like went and bought a weaponized drone factory from a company in France, I believe it was. China did. And then because they tried to hide it from the UN or some kind of council out of different nation council. They tried to hide it from them, so they got fined. But they bought a whole drone company. I want to say France or Italy. Chat, you can help me out. Some of y'all, one of y'all know what I'm talking about.
They know.
Yeah, so they've got a huge factory that is specifically for small drones. You know what I mean? Small weaponized drones, and they're recruiting people into like flight school for drones or whatever.
Oh wow!
Good times coming, y'all. Good time.
Man, absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Karen V, I feel you.
Yeah, man.
Swerving came. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say, like, hypothetically, if you had a shipping container full of drones that were to be sold in America, like how many drones do you think you could fit in a 50-foot semi trailer?
Tons.
You know what I mean? So imagine if you had 300-400 semi trailers driving around America at the same time, full of autonomous drones.
Yeah. Seriously.
On the ground.
You know what we never talk about, man? We never talk about the countermeasures that America makes. We always talk about, oh, China's, in it for the long haul. They're attacking us here. They're attacking us there. They're this, they're that. They're this, they're that. I guarantee you America is working on China, like getting China to hate this other person without them knowing it, and getting this other person to hate China without them knowing it. And we're countering every single thing that they're doing, man. We're just not hearing about it because they're not going to say what we're doing, because then that lets the enemy know. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds good.
How much real estate does America own in China compared to what they own here?
Good question.
Great question. And
that
surrounding areas.
Yeah, that makes
because it ain't always about being in the country. I mean, we had Iran surrounded. We had, you know what I mean? Like we set up shop just like South Korea. We're so posted up on North Korea. North Korea can't do shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the
Yeah.
only thing that we could really surround China with is the Navy. I mean, there's a few small islands, but not enough to mount enough people to go against the fucking country. Ain't no way in hell we're coming in through India through all those mountains and shit. It's just not going to happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're pretty much set, but we're wide the fuck open. China, they're already pretty much buying South American countries right now. You know, through the energy stuff, you know, they're making lifetime contracts with these people for solar energy, just like they're doing with Ethiopia, just like they're doing with the Taliban. You know, China's in South America. They're here. Where are we at? Nowhere. You know what I mean?
Africa. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
But that's what I always say, man. Like the $29 trillion debt or whatever it is, the one way we're gonna cancel that out, man, is gonna be war. Because look, like you said, we're everywhere. We got bases everywhere.
Yes,
We're not trying to grow crops. We're not trying to, you know, grow our food in China and have it shipped back over here. We're not manufacturing in China to have it. Well, yeah, to have it shipped back over here. I mean, they're manufacturing ship. But I'm just saying, we got bases, bro. We got bases to keep eyes on people and that type of thing. So that's how our debt's gonna get canceled out. It's gonna be WW3.
Yeah.
That's what we're about over here. Yeah.
I wish.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you got it. You got it.
It's all you. It's you, Pimpin.
I was just gonna say, I wish more people would wake up to just how tricky the government is. Like I look at things, man, and you know when Biden got elected, you know the whole border thing and shit, but he must be going hard on the border because they just nabbed a whole, you know, smuggling ring. Yeah, not saying he's going hard and he's doing a good job or no shit like that, but what I'm saying is they're lying to their side of the playing field, acting like, oh, we don't do these things. That's all, you know, the Republicans that do that shit. We're here for you. When they're doing the same exact shit. Like we heard all when Biden first came into office, what did we hear for a couple months? Oh, they want to take down ICE. Oh, there ain't gonna be no more ICE. You know, we need to wipe out ICE. But then you sit here and read about this smuggling ring, and it was ICE that was involved with it. So tell me how it can be a complete democratic government. They're gonna take out ICE, are they? Then why the hell are they using them to do shit? Like it's such bullshit, man. It's just such bullshit, and I wish more people would wake up to see that both sides work together. They do the same damn things. They put this propaganda on the TV to make us think all this bullshit. You know what I mean? It's so fucking eye-opening. It's so clear as day. If the past 2 years hasn't shown every single person in America, then your intelligence level is too low. You just ain't smart enough to know what the fuck is real and what ain't real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Bro, the next one's going to be a one world government. There ain't going to be no left or right. It's going to be one, and that's it.
That's why I think people, a lot of people want to keep saying, oh, they're not going to nuke it because they want the resources. I don't think they give a damn.
Nope.
If it comes to a one world government, nuke every fucking thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
There are plenty of perfectly fertile countries with enough raw resources that would Switzerland,
Yeah.
you know, these, you know, all these Greenland, these places are not going to get touched. They will be there. You know, there are neutral countries for a reason that if the whole fucking thing blows up, you've got this backup plan. You know, plain and simple. That's why, you know, I understand it's like, oh, they, you know, they want the resources, but they don't need them. They want everything. And if they, you know, strategically set off a few places that ain't no good, big deal. They know where they can and can't go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They know where the bombs at.
Yeah, man. Hey, look. Hey, man. So, I've been talking about these horses. Don't ask me why I'm talking about these damn horses, bro. But that's what I've been talking about, right?
It's interesting, man.
So look, you got the white horse, and then you got after the white horse, then you got the red horse. You know, this is in a good book. So the red horse is going to do away with 1/4. Is it? Yeah, 1/4 of the Earth's population in one day. Gone. That's what when the red horse rides, that's what it's going to bring. That has to be nuclear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to take out that many in one day. But
But if you believe go ahead.
Ain't sometimes though? Don't sometimes one day equal like 1 year or 1 decade?
Years. Yeah, they said 1,000 years. Yeah. But a quarter of the entire Earth's population is going to be either that's one hell of a Jabberwocky or whatever that's coming through super fast, or
As of
it's
right now, that would be 2 billion people.
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a
And that's
lot
in
of
the good
body
book.
bags.
But that's in the good book. So if you legit believe the good book, then you know at one day, you know what I'm saying? A quarter of the planet will just gone. And so I don't know, man. I'm using that as my reference to kind of put the pieces of the puzzle together. So like I said, we got Russia, we got China, we got us. We're all at heads with each other. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's like a limited conflict, like food, cyber attacks, you know what I'm saying? Famine, maybe some type of biological, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then after that's done, you know, after the white horse rides.
What is this white horse? If you don't want to talk about it because you're doing videos and shit, I get it 100%. But what's up? Is the white horse the beginning? Is that the first?
All right. I got notes on this, man.
Hit me up,
I'm
man.
digging into it. So the white horse, that's the lawless one. That's the Antichrist. The first one, the white horse, right? So when he rides, I got it right here. Global bloodbath. That is the MOTB, right? And he's gonna want everybody to worship him. His image will be in Jerusalem. That is the first horse. That's the white horse. And so what caught my attention is the fact that everyone will have to worship him, and he will implement the mark. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I posed the question, because everybody's like, it's here. The MOTB is here already. But I'm like, well, we don't have the son of perdition. We don't have the lawless one yet. You know what I'm saying? The image hasn't been set in Jerusalem. So do we have the MOTB or do we not? You see what I'm saying?
What's MOTB?
Mark of the beast.
Okay. Duh.
So do we have it or do we not? Because it's supposed to come with him. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, then we have the red horse riding, and that's hell on earth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where a quarter of the planet just goes away. Done. You know, and then you got.
I remember you saying in your video you thought that he was saddling up. You don't think
that's what everybody was saying? So some people were like, I think he's riding. And I'm like, but we don't have this and this and this. You know what I'm saying? We ain't met this person yet. But then some people were like, I think he's getting ready. I think he's saddling up. I think he's getting ready to ride, which that sounds legit. But we don't know who this person is yet. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm using as a gauge right now, because there's a lot of stuff out there. You know what I'm saying?
See, my knowledge of the four horsemen is that it's four horsemen. Boom. That's all. You know what I mean? What pestilence?
Fam, yeah. Gotcha. All at once.
Yeah.
Damn, Hutch. All at once, brother.
Sheila said you got to have two witnesses first before the mark. Yeah. But she said she could be wrong.
That's why I'm breaking it down, like with the horsemen, man. Because like, if you believe in the good book, it has like time frames and things that have to happen before certain things. It's not just like, oh yeah, this is it. You know, so it's like, well, you can't really pull this out if this hasn't happened. That's why I'm going through it like that, man.
You know what's so crazy, man, is when you're a kid, you think about the good book and you think, you know, it's just, you know, a way to live your life. It's you know, how to love and how to care about others and stuff. But when you get into the good book, that shit's scary, man.
Yeah.
It's like the scariest shit you could ever think of, for real. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. It depends. It's magical. It's magical. You can have 10 people read the exact same scripture and get 10 different meanings from it, 10 different understandings. It is a living teaching. It morphs and it you know what I'm saying? You could read a scripture, I could read a scripture, then I could say, man, tell me what you think. And I'll tell you what I think, and it could be totally different, but it's still gonna get us to where we need to be at.
And that's why
you know
that's why you got so many houses. Now understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got so many houses with so many people who can sit there and read it and talk about it, and you know, Bible readings, Bible study.
Yeah.
I mean,
See, that's why, like, in my opinion, it's better to actually read it yourself instead of sitting there letting some preacher throw sound bites at you and making it fit his story.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of people get it confused. Is like, hey, it's not just these 3 sentences. Hey, John, blah 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 blah, and then let's jump to this as a reference point to what I'm talking about. But like, no, there's a story behind that. What's the context behind what you're trying to preach at me? You know.
Mm-hmm. I would always.
Let me ask y'all. I asked the chat too. Y'all might have some ideas on this. What makes people fall for a Jim Jones? What the hell? You know, these hardcore, you know, Waco, Texas, man. I mean, these people just died. You know, Jim Jones, they drank the Kool-Aid, man. 900 some people, I think it was. Like, what is that, man? What is that?
Yeah.
Militant. Thank you. Appreciate you. Fist
Bro,
bump. Man, seriously though, thank you, man. You've been helping out the channel for a while now, man. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. But
you asked about demons, man. You asked about demons. Look, the evil, Satan, the greatest trick that evil has is deception. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the prettiest person you've ever met in your life. The coolest talking person, the most loving person. They don't come in like the whole like demon with the horns and the hoofs type deal, because you know what time it is.
Yeah, but I mean, I hear about these, you know, like what's that dude? Real skinny, real nerdy looking dude.
Talking about me?
Huh?
I'm just go ahead.
No, the dude that was real religious, man, and like these parents were like handing over their daughters and shit. They got them on you know, recorded. Jeffries or somebody in the chat let me know, man. It was like the Mormons or something, man. They were out in Utah or something. They built all these big churches.
They still got the community there too.
Yeah, he ended up going to jail and shit. But I mean, what makes a family hand over their daughter to this person who's just gonna abuse? What the fuck is that, man? Is it weak minds? Is it that they get so wrapped up in religion that they truly do believe that this is supposed to be? I mean, these people will take up for them after they get caught doing whatever. Like, they really, truly believe these people are, like, a part of God, man. What is that?
That's what we do to it, man. That's what we do. I don't know. I don't have the answer for that one.
I think people just want something to believe in so bad that you never know what it is that just triggers them, and boom, you're my boom, you're my shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you till the end. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't imagine, man. I couldn't imagine.
That's it, bro. I could. I could. Yeah.
I mean, I know. You know, brainwashing is a thing. You know, talking somebody into something is a thing. But man, I mean, God, I ain't gonna cuss. I ain't gonna say God's name in vain. But geez,
is it more of the idea that these people are pushing for the cult aspect of it? You know, are they chasing the idea of something rather than the person itself? Because I mean, you see some of these people, and you're like, you know what I'm saying? You're like a freaking pig-faced toad and shit. You know what I mean? You can't put 3 sentences together. You know?
It's Warren Jeffries. Yep, Andy Oak, Bug Dude. If I missed anybody else that dropped it, because I was sitting there thinking and looking off, and that dude, man, I don't get it. I mean, I can understand too how people get wrapped up in, you know, when you got a community like that, it's a lot more than just that one dude running his mouth. I mean, like your family is based there, your house is there, your car is there, but to hand over your kids, come on, man. I don't give a shit. I'm out. Like, y'all got to be crazy, man.
But bro, that's with everything, though, man. That's legit with like it's almost with all religions. It's almost with everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I probably get asked twice a day because I meet so many different people. They're like, "Are you a Christian?" You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, if you know, maybe one time I should just say no, just to see what they're gonna say. They'll probably be like, "You got to go." we'll get somebody else. But it's, you know, I was dating a female back in the day, man, and we had to break it off because I would not. She didn't want to waste her time because I would not make it to paradise to live forever with her. I'm like, well, what about right now? You know, what's up? What about right now? No, you're not gonna be with us in paradise. And I was like, all right.
That's too much. See, that's too much right there.
But I mean, it's that's everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's how could you be so self-absorbed and, you know, unaware of the entire world that you're like, no, if you don't believe this, you're done completely. It's just us.
Right.
You know, it makes no damn sense.
Yeah.
On a relatively new religion, when there's been thousands lost to history, hundreds that are still older than this one, you know, it's the arrogance of it is what's killing it, plain and simple.
I love everybody, man. I love everybody. I think maybe that's what it's supposed to be. Look, if maybe there's something that person hasn't learned yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pray for you and hope that you learn that somewhere down the road and have a wonderful day. And I love you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Keep it moving.
How close do you think you are, Josh? How close do you think you are?
What? Hey, I'm working hard, brother. I am working hard. If you haven't noticed, I am working hard. That tells you right there.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you.
No, man. Hey, I'm hoping.
Do you believe it's one or the other?
Huh?
Do you believe it's one or the other?
What's that? What
You either you're going to the upper room or you're, you know what I'm saying, you're burning. You don't think?
Man, I'm hoping, bro. I'm seriously hoping that there's an in between. I'm hoping there's an in between. It was a purgatory, someplace you go to chill till you get it worked out, and then maybe you can tiptoe on in or something like that.
Technically, see, okay. I'm sorry to keep it on religion, y'all. I know.
No.
But everybody keeps saying, okay, so and so's up in heaven looking down on me, blah blah blah. But isn't it technically everybody's just kind of in purgatory now until what, Judgment Day, and then everybody gets called up? Is that how that works?
I don't know. I've heard it. I've heard that. I'm hoping for the best. I heard that though. Yeah.
See, there's too many sources. There's too many good books that have been rewritten. You know what I mean? I've been to back in the day. I used to hang out with the lesbian crowd, and I went to church with them one day, and they had the Holy Bible, King James Version, written to be gay friendly, and that was their Bible.
Yeah.
You know? So which one is a good book? You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, man. If you know what I'm saying, if it ain't love, man, then you know, I kind of. All right.
Too many people get caught up in the labels and be like, hey, just be a good person, you know?
Hutch.
Facts.
Yeah, you know when you're being a shitty person, you know.
Well, but what if you've been like a shitty person for like 40 years, and then you're a good person for 6 months, and then you die? Like,
hey,
you know what I'm saying?
You figured something out. you figured something out.
Yeah, but you probably figured that shit out because you thought you were leaving this motherfucker, and you're like, man, I can't act like that no more, man. I'm about to knock on heaven's door.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
They'll figure it out. Everything happens for a reason. Everything's in place for a reason. Yeah. Pharmakia, man. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to hit you with something, Josh. Hopefully I don't fuck nothing up. And I'm going to hit you with something, chat. If anybody's on the East Coast, this is a little something out of Maryland. I saved this one for last. I ain't going to talk about this one. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll just throw it out there because what the hell. But on Sunday, the Maryland Department of Health reported that they were hit with a cyber attack over the weekend. The department's website was compromised and CV-19 data was not updated due to the server outage. There was no evidence that any data has been compromised so far, but they are still not sure what health department systems may have been impacted. What the fuck? The state health department announced Monday night that the website has been restored and back online as of 8 p.m. So there's another hacking, man, at the health department in Maryland. So, I mean, they're constantly hitting us up, man. Constantly hitting us up. What do
Sure
y'all
they
think
did.
about today, man? Today we had one of the hugest takedowns, or it was down, one of the hugest internet things out there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Amazon website, I mean the web service, that's like one of the biggest ones. They can, man, I was watching shit. Who was it, man? Who was it? Was it Tim Pool or Marfugo or somebody, man? They were saying, and we talked about it in my chat and everything earlier in the show. And the defense, our United States defense is using that for their computer shit. I don't know the words to use, man, but what the you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I thought it was a big time because it was like Amazon Prime and Amazon Music was down. But no, we talking about the United States defense. You know what I mean?
Bro, Solar Winds told me everything I needed to know. That Solar Wind hack, that's all I needed to know. When they said like Russia had been in our stuff for like months, and they could have even like implanted certain programs and fail safes and all this stuff, that told me everything we needed to know, man. We're sleeping. We're sleeping at the helm. Seriously, that's how I feel about it.
Do y'all think that this was a hack job, or do y'all think that it was just something that went down because it was like too many people or something? I can't see a service like that just coming down for nothing, man.
Yeah, that's too much money. Yeah,
Right. Way too much for so many companies, and so
especially right now.
yeah. Have y'all heard anything from anybody in the chat? Heard anything on like the mainstream media talking about what it was or why it was, or if it's been fixed or anything? Are they keeping quiet on this? No, I had no idea. Anybody in the chat? Y'all heard? I mean, it's awful. You know it's bad when they go silent on something. I mean, we all know that. If they go silent on it, then it's really bad, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Georgia Peach says, inside hack.
I believe it.
What's up, Deborah Atkins? What's going on with you?
But in all reality, though, how many of these actual big name reporters are actually paying attention to that kind of shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
You figure the ones that are getting the most publicity, get pushed the most, are doing the puff pieces and that other bullshit. You know, so it's
Well, like Sophia's saying, and people were saying it earlier too. I don't want to leave people out because other people have said it too. But it's funny that this happens. It's crazy that this happens on the day that Putin and Biden have their little meetup.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And supposedly Biden's throwing his muscle around. Like what? Come on, man.
Here's the thing. You don't really think technology when you think Russia. When you think anything tech related, you automatically think Asia. You know, I think a lot of people sleep
But
on
they
Russia.
always
Hell of a tech company going on over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel you, but they always blame it on Russia. You know what I mean?
Only the hacking stuff, though.
Yeah.
But it always comes back. What they blame private citizens are the ones who are doing it. Is what it always comes back to. There's no connection to the Kremlin.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It's always some group that has nothing to do with the elite. Of course. You gotta be a bad motherfucker to bring down an entire web service like Amazon.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta think though, statistically, the best people are not going to be in the government anyway.
Yeah. They want to hire the best people once they catch them.
Oh yeah. I forgot. Thanks for bringing that up, Candle. I got a email today from somebody, and their bank was completely shut down. Like they've had problems before where they would have to get on the phone and explain to the customers, hey, you're gonna have to wait an hour. We got some problems with the computers. Boom, boom, boom. But today shut down. No phone calls, no computers, no nothing. Wow. Down. Big bank.
What is it? 5 banks that pretty much run everything? Is it 5 major banks or 3 major banks that run every single thing pretty much?
I'm not sure. Nowadays there's been so much merging and all that shit. You know what I mean? But I mean, all this shit is happening at once. Like, you know, this whole web thing goes down, and then these banks are getting hit up, and then you know, it's just it's over and over and over, man. Is this the war? Is this the war, y'all?
Could be. Could be.
And why don't we ever hear about other countries having this happen? You know, do y'all ever hear of Russia's shit being hacked? Do y'all ever hear about China's shit being hacked? Never. It's just always us. They don't ever tell us nothing outside of here. And I watch, you know, like Australian news and some China news and shit like that. You don't ever hear about that shit.
Yeah.
It's always USA this, USA that, USA this. You watch Australian news, USA has been hacked. Biden's a fucking idiot. You know, Trump's a piece of shit. You know, blah 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 blah. But they, you know, you never hear about the shit that's going on there though.
Yeah.
They love throwing us under the bus.
They got their media on lockdown though. I mean, for as shitty as our media is, we have the freest media in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
That's not really saying anything, but I mean, technically we do.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
Man,
which might end soon.
Yeah, it's ending. Could you imagine a conflict though? I mean, whether it's like cyber or whatever, between the Red Dragon and Russia, where China just stopped shipping our goods. I think one of the videos I watched earlier was like 80 to 90% of our medications, everything that it takes to the ingredients.
I don't believe that. I don't, man. What? I don't believe that, man.
Think India?
Yep, I think India. I think us. I think we.
Man, we don't
I
produce
will say, Missouri boy,
hot in off the press. Hot in off the presses. Can I cut you off just for 1 second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Rumors. Hot and off the breaking news. Breaking news, damn it. Rumors. The Amazon outage is a cyber attack costing billions. Okay, there it is.
Billions.
So there it is, man. Cyber attack. That's what the rumor is. Cyber attack. Which we probably all thought that anyway. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it, niece. You the MVP. Where'd you go?
Always.
I want to talk about something else too, man. If we're good on the cyber attacks, I mean, we ain't gonna know until somebody says something, and then we got to figure that's a lie and come up with our own conclusion after that, I guess. But who? Say it again one more time, babe. For the we're boycotting the
Diplomatic boycott.
A diplomatic boycott of the Olympics in China.
Yeah.
Meaning there's no government officials are going to go.
No government officials are going to go
to the Olympics.
But what China said was they're going to sanction us, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Because of this boycott, China said allegedly, yeah. I'm thinking I heard this. I could be wrong, but who the hell China think they're going to and that could be what you're talking about, Josh, with the 90% of the medications. I mean, how do they boycott us? They can't boycott us with money. So they're going to sanction us with something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The first signs of a conflict, man. They have us, man. I'm just saying. I know nobody wants to hear that, but they have us. Like, they manufacture all of our stuff. Everything. Yeah. China. It's cheap labor.
What happened to Hutch?
Where you at, Hutch?
Dang it.
Yeah.
Hutch said, man, I'm out.
He did lean forward for a second.
I wonder if his internet's messing up though still. You know what I mean? He was doing pretty good there for a minute.
Yeah. Bro, this is a capitalistic society. The US. The dollar that's the bottom line, is the dollar. And they are legit using slave labor to produce all of our goods. None of our companies could even touch with, you know what I'm saying, the prices at which they're manufacturing for us.
Well, okay, let me ask this. Let me get a little controversial. I'll play devil's advocate, man.
Yeah.
Where did you learn that from? What makes you believe that?
Bro, everything's from China. Or India's not too far from China. It's probably going.
I mean, I know we see the T-shirts and it says "Made in China," and we see the shoes and it says "Made in China," but the big stuff, it ain't stamped with no China seal and stuff. Like, how do we really know?
It's like made in Mexico or something like that. Like parts were produced in China but it was manufactured and put together in Mexico. Bro, we can't get people to work. we right here, we cannot get people to work. $20 in fast food and nobody's taking the jobs.
I'm not even sure I believe that, man, to tell you the truth.
I mean, I hear you.
I'm so far with the trust with anything that's being put out by these suckers, man, that it just, you know what I mean?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, if there was a conflict with China, it doesn't even have to be like missiles and bullets. If there was just a conflict, like we said, yeah, it's on. F y'all. The first thing they would do is stop shipping stuff, and we would have to go towards the missiles and the bullets because we would be done. We wouldn't have anything in Wally World. We wouldn't have anything in the malls. No Nikes, no nothing, no tires, none of that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They have us. And I mean, even if they're not producing everything, India, whatever, they probably still have enough of an effect to really just leave us dead in the water.
There's gotta be an equal. You know, I just can't see it, man, because if it really was that bad to where China had 90% of everything and we couldn't make it without them, they wouldn't need us for shit. You know, what do they need us for? So there's got to be something that we got that means a whole hell of a lot to them.
Man, they're playing a long game. So in the beginning, they were like, look, we can produce this for you for so much cheaper than what you guys can make it. Bro, when I was coming up, Wally World, the first couple times I went to Wally World, everything was made in America. Like Wrangler jeans and shit. Everything was made in America. Everything. And then just as time progressed and they started doing more NAFTA and all that other stuff, everything just kind of went to China. Now Amazon, everything from Amazon is made in China.
Yeah.
And we got the bullets in the army and that's what we have. What do they say? We spend 10 times more money on military than all the countries put together or something like that.
So you think that's what it is? We bully them into having to be our friend because of our military?
I mean, we have the petrodollar, but you know why we have the petrodollar? Because we got the guns to back the petrodollar.
Right.
If we didn't have the guns, wouldn't nobody pay no attention to us.
Man,
so
it's deep, man. It's deep when you really look into it. And it's so simple. You know, it's so simple because when it comes down to it, it's water, food, housing, and defense.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It really, because nothing else matters. Nothing really matters. Tried so hard. You know
no, do the auto tunes. Do the auto tunes, bro. You got to do the auto tunes.
I don't know if it'll work, man. Let me see. Let me see.
Man, come on. When you hit that one, I was like, that's the one right there.
Is it working? Is my voice working?
Not that one.
Oh.
Bro,
Oh shit! Oh shit! Let me see. What about this one? Is that the tune?
That's it.
That's the tune. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it never even mattered. I don't even know the words, man. I don't even know the words. No doubt, man. No doubt.
Nope.
That's that Travis Scott.
It doesn't work.
It didn't work? That was my real voice? Oh
no,
my
it worked.
God.
Oh, shit. Y'all see that?
Oh man, that's common, man. Why ain't it working? Why ain't it? Oh,
it works.
I didn't turn it on.
No,
it
works
for you. It's just not working for the TV. All right, tell me if it's working now though, because I might not have had it on. I might have had it off.
They were probably like, "What the hell is Josh laughing?"
Oh Lord Jesus! Somebody help me. Nobody's laughing. Everybody's just looking like, "What the hell was that?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Seriously.
Can you still hear it? Can you still hear it, Josh? The voice?
Nah, you're normal
right,
now.
so it just ain't working. It just ain't working because
There it is.
All right. I don't. Yeah, now it's turned on, but I'm gonna go to clean and let it ride.
That's fresh, man.
I don't think it's working. Damn, why? See, man, it's always with this technical stuff, but with the way the computers are going today, man.
I hear you. It's complicated, man.
So I'm glad I wasn't really trying to sing, because I can't sing worth a shit. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all can tell now. You know what I'm saying? But if I really tried to sing, oh my God, I would have been embarrassed.
Yeah, that sounds good, man. But ultimately, man, this is where we're headed. You know what I'm saying? We're headed towards some type of conflict.
Yeah.
You know
Ain't
what I
no
mean?
doubt. Ain't no doubt. I
It's,
truly believe that now, man. I really do.
yeah.
And I think it's
I don't.
soon, like real soon.
Yeah.
It-
I think it's the conflict itself is going to be so bad that like the first 3, 4, 5 months, it's going to feel like we're really in this shit, but it's just going to be the beginnings, man.
yeah.
Cyber, Dark Winter, all that stuff, man. But biological, they don't need to come over here if they can just. And we know, bro, you could put stuff in drones, like Hutch was saying. You could put stuff in drones and and just have them on 18 wheelers going all around the country, and then boom, they just come out and there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think nothing's off the table, man. I mean, look what we dealt with in 2020. I'm just saying, I don't know that wasn't on the up and up, if you ask me. But anyway,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
just
I
think,
always-
people say, and I'm not saying they're wrong, but people say, oh, they won't do this and they won't do that. But let me tell you something. If I'm in a fight and I think I'm going to lose my life, all cards are off the table. I'm
Yes.
going to do everything I can do to survive, or at least take the enemy out with me, type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
man.
yeah, they might not initially throw a nuke on our land, but let me tell you, if the CCP think they're going down and they're going down hard, they're gonna do whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Dirty.
Yeah.
Hey, look, another one of the horses, man. I'm just saying, it's pestilence and famine. It's shortages, it's disease, it's all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like Ghost, whenever he would be on Backwoods, he'd be like, "They ain't gonna shoot nukes over here. They ain't not gonna destroy it. They want it for resources, bro. All you need is something you could sprinkle over the place, and you know what I'm saying. And they have the thing to fix it, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, it wouldn't take a lot, man.
That's what kind of worried me with the thing a little bit, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
The thing.
Yeah.
Because I think about us.
Yeah.
And everybody knows America's ruthless, man. We ruthless when it comes down to it, man.
We got the big guns.
Yeah, we go at it. So I mean, I just don't know, man. I just don't know. Crazy times we're living in, man.
It is.
And we're so used to it. We've gotten so far deep into so much fucked up shit that we're just living like everything's okay, and we not really okay, but we're just going about our days, and we should all be really like prepping hard as shit for really bad shit to come. And I don't think a lot of people are, man. We are in this community, but a lot of people ain't doing shit.
Hey, I've been seeing more and more videos, just not prepping channels, but a lot more and more people are like, we really need to start preparing for what could possibly be coming from, other countries. And I was like, what? Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, that's facts, man. That's facts. I'm seeing channels too where I can't believe, I'm like, oh my God, they're turning into a prepper.
Yeah.
I mean, if you listen to Marfugel, Marfugel's always been down for, the prepping and shit. He's a smart dude. But like he don't consider him, he don't go super hard on it, but man, he sounds like he's prepping up. You know what I mean? Tim Pool prepping hard, man.
Yeah, man.
He started a whole Chicken City, and he's doing it for his show, but that prepping is what made him go that route. You could have had a show about anything. Why has it got to be a huge ass chicken coop?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to build a chicken coop, man, in the backyard. I promise you. I'm
gonna
go for building one for real. Yeah, for real.
I hear that shift in engineering. How many quarters did you put in the Alex Jones was right jar? You know what I'm saying? Man, I hate to say it, but that dude's been right on some shit, man.
I used to watch him back in the day. Alex Jones,
yeah, me too.
Too. Hey, I watched another channel, man, another video, right? And it made a lot of sense. It was like, you need to get tarps moving forward. Just with you need to get tarps. And I was like, yeah, I got a couple tarps. And they were like, just in case, like we were talking about, another country could just sprinkle something and then boom, there you go.
Yeah.
But I thought it was cool. They were like, get tarps because if you do have somebody in your family that gets affected by whatever could be being sprinkled at that particular time,
Yeah.
you could actually set up some type of isolation room within your house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got rolls of plastic that
Yeah.
when you unroll it and it goes to like 15 foot and it's like 100-foot long. And it's a little expensive, but I could build a couple makeshift hospital rooms in my house.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Somebody falls off with the tall box. You know what I'm saying? That's what the video was about.
Yeah.
Mama bear. Tall box. And then you wouldn't have to, you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have to leave, and then you could just kind of stick them in there. And
yeah. Another thing I got too is I got a bunch of tents. Because I was thinking, some wintertime it'd be a little hard because it's going to be cold and stuff like that. But I mean, look, if you get that tall box,
yeah,
I don't think man, we're gonna have to work something out because I ain't trying to get that shit, man.
I know it. Tarp up a room, throw a TV in there, or whatever, and be like, hey, that's where you gonna be at, buddy.
Yeah. But that is a good ass idea, man. Get you some plastics, get you some tarps, no doubt.
Yeah.
That shit comes in handy anyway.
Yeah, man.
I probably got about 12 or 15 of them tarps, and then I do got a couple rolls of plastic.
That's cool, man. Yeah, man. That's cool. But there's so many things that we could be looking at, man. It's like, I don't know. It's just so many. When things get ugly, this shit is gonna get ugly. You know what I'm saying? Worse than what we can imagine.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm prepping for, man.
And it is like the movies, man. I think, we're so worried about invaders or our government and shit like that. Like a lot of the problems are gonna just come from us going against each other.
And they know it. The opposition knows it, man.
Yeah.
They already know if a conflict is inevitable and it hasn't went to like missiles and bullets yet, they already know. Once they pull a certain amount of such and such, they probably already know. They've already got it figured out how many people are going to perish, how bad is this going to affect certain areas in the country. They already know. You know what I mean? And that's all they have to do. They don't. Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Because when conflict happens, it ain't none of these rich people, man. They got security. They got security gates. They got whole communities that are secure. Their police has got it on lock. They know when some outsider comes rolling in a car. You know what I'm saying? They got shit on lock, man. They're not going to be the ones in the mud, in the gutter, fighting, trying to survive and shit. They're going to be getting it. They don't get affected by this shit. You know what I mean?
First. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when it gets deep.
Yeah. It's going to be a reckoning too. All the people with bunkers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's going to be a whole lot of that. The people who do think that they're just going to stay stocked up and not, you know what I'm saying, not get tested. You know what I'm saying? Housing going to get burned down, that type of stuff. Oh, man. Yeah.
Be a sad day, man.
It's going to be one of the worst days on this planet because it's the heartbreak, the bloodshed, all the craziness, all that. Yeah. But it's coming. Yeah, it's coming.
It's coming. I think it's soon too, man. Because what do you think Russia would do, man? Like Russia comes into Ukraine. We have soldiers over there. We start helping Ukraine. So it's American soldiers going against Russian soldiers. Do you think that's when they start trying to reach our land? I'm really thinking about this shit. Like, how is this shit gonna play out?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know. I see a massive conflict. Not just, you know what I'm saying? Not just like all the soldiers on like one field and shooting at each other and shooting missiles and stuff. I see like a massive. That's a good point to actually like say, okay, we're in a conflict. You know what I'm saying? And then the stuff that we were talking about, the crazy stuff starts to happen. Like we'll probably see, some still proxy. I don't know, man, but limited. Meanwhile, the cyber attacks, your dark winter, you're gridded down, no internet for an hour a day. That's what's gonna weaken the front here. At least that's what I think. And then as soon as something happens with Russia, China's in. They're in too. So we're gonna be getting, it's gonna be Russia and China cyber attacks from both.
Just making their moves.
Shitty stuff. Yeah, man. They'll probably the cargo containers, possibly. You know what I'm saying? Things getting moved around. Shipping of goods from China and India probably get, cut back. We don't have a lot of stuff we need. And then that's when we'll probably have to say, all right, we're getting weakened too much, but we still got our big guns. And that's when things escalate, and you know what I'm saying?
Shit starts going off the chain.
Yeah, off the chain.
Yeah.
But we'll already be living on our preps. We'll already, before it gets off the chain and they cut the shortages from China, we'll already be in shift.
Yeah.
Damn near WROL.
Right.
Before the missiles fly.
Yeah. So I think it'll start off with like communities holding down their communities.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have community against community, but that's gonna fall down too, because we all know people end up fighting amongst each other. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man.
So that's gonna start breaking down, and
yeah.
People think they're gonna take from the preppers, and military, militant, militia. They're gonna do their thing, and man, it's gonna be a scary time, man.
Yeah, and then once. But see, there's a point in shifting WROL. There's a point where it's like all bets are off. It is straight hell, and that's when it becomes clear and evident that you are responsible for your survival as a person to eat. Once that happens, and there ain't no more government, there ain't. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, that's no more Mr. Nice Guy.
New York Prepper said Russia nukes Chernobyl and causes radiation all over Europe. That would be crazy, man. And that would be a hit. The only thing they'd have to do is hit it up.
Man,
I would love to have a live with New York Prepper, man, and ask him a ton of questions, because he gives a lot of information, but as he's doing his videos, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I got like a million questions I could be asking right now, even if some of them are silly, but it would still be awesome, man.
What's that?
We should hook up, New York Prepper. We should hook up, man. Talk about this World War III coming. I'm sorry, Josh. What's up?
Man, you good, man? Hey, what's that big ass gun he's always shooting? Like a 44 mag or something? He's got some big revolvers.
Every gun he got, take up his whole chest. What you talking about?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You see the one where he shot through the wood? I guess wrong. I was off by I think it ended up being like 75, and I think I said 86. I thought it was gonna be 86. I was trying to. He talked, he had done other stuff too, and I was trying to figure it out. He shot. I forget what caliber. No, he had put plywood together. Sheets,
okay.
Or it's kind of like plywood. I guess the sheets that plywood would be.
Yeah.
Puts plywood together. You know what I'm saying?
75?
I think it went through 75 of them, Joe. He was doing a giveaway, and he, you had to guess how many holes was in there.
Yeah.
Which I didn't guess out loud because, I didn't want to take from other people being able to win or whatever, man. But I was thinking 86, and it made it 75. I mean, that's a powerful 75 boards smashed together. And that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Hey, I don't know if that IFAC's gonna help you get through that one, brother. It's going straight through.
No kidding. No. All right, man. I'll hook it up. 1/2-inch plywood is what he used, but he smashed, glued them together. I think he glued them together, or not glued them together, but had them together, and then he broke it apart to see how far the bullet went into it. 75 sheets. Yep, that's what I thought it was. He said, set it up, man. Set it up. What's up, man? Me, you, New York Prepper, man. We get into World War III. Let's do it.
Run it.
I'm gonna reach out to you, New York. I'm gonna reach out to you, brother.
Been watching them for forever, man. Yeah, that's
me too.
Big ass gun, man. But man, I don't know. So I went ham. I went crazy. Like, what was it, a couple months ago when we were watching the videos of all the trains, Ukraine and stuff, and it was firing up, and they were moving like the mobile launchers and stuff, and I was like, man, it's like it could pop off. This was like months ago,
Right.
and it's like the only thing that they did was put assets in position. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of like they pulled a okie doke, because Russia moved all those troops in on Ukraine back when, you know, I'm thinking of probably the same time you're thinking.
Yeah.
And then they backed them all off and made
Yeah.
it seem like, oh, it was just a training session.
But
So
they
then
left
when they
some
do it,
stuff.
huh?
They said they left a lot of stuff in place though.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were setting it up, man. It takes time. It's just like when we got hit on 9/11. It took some time for us to get over there and start with the whole shock and awe and all that.
Nah,
You know,
bro, it was
don't
quick.
happen overnight.
No, PT, that was quick, bro.
It was
sitting there
pretty
like, oh,
quick,
yeah.
but it was still like 3-4 weeks. You know what
Was
I
it?
mean? Yeah.
I was like, man, we're about to tear up some shit over there.
Yeah.
For real.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it-
man.
But it goes to show you that it was a huge building, but that was 2 buildings.
Yeah.
And a couple buildings connected to it. I mean, it was huge, but look how long it took to recover from that for New York.
Yeah.
Imagine a war and every city's getting hit up and hundreds of buildings are coming down and thousands of people are dying. Man, that's a hard lick. That's a hard lick, man.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if we would see that though, man. Eventually, yeah. Yeah. But look, we're spoiled over here, man. Seriously, like we're spoiled. Like, I don't know. I could be wrong. Look, Chad, don't. I feel like we got some hard asses. We got Joe Morgan. You know what I'm saying? We got some tough asses.
Yeah.
But bro, I feel like we're like the softest of the bunch almost. I'm just saying.
It seems
Like-
that way. But it's the propaganda, man. You know?
Is it?
I think so, because the tough ones, they're not going to promote that shit. You know, you see what they're
Okay.
promoting.
All right.
They're promoting, you know,
Yeah.
the what is it, the letter community and stuff like that,
okay.
man. So it don't look tough. But like I said in that one video, I said, when, you know, they always say when you're weak, you look strong. When you're strong, you look weak. So are we just trying to look weak and just, you know,
Nah, bro,
USA might be sitting back like, I wish a motherfucker would.
No,
You
man.
know what I mean?
I have no confidence in Potato whatsoever.
I don't think we got to worry about that dude, because I don't think he's calling the shots, man.
So who do you think?
I think it's all of them bastards up in there, and they're listening to a whole bunch of other bastards that are higher up. You know, them real runners.
Yeah.
You know,
Let me ask you this.
mafias and whatnot.
Yeah. Let me ask you this then, man.
All right.
So the new system, the new order that's coming into place. One world government, all that stuff. Digital currency, one world currency. So what do you think if there World War III, a major conflict, right? How do we get the Red Dragon and Russia and everybody to kind of fall into this same, you know what I'm saying, this same one world government? How do we get somebody as big as China to be under the same umbrella as the US or Europe or Africa? You know what I'm saying?
You probably got to give them just as much power as us. So you would have to almost like bow down a little bit and give them just as much. And if you think about what we've been going through and what it's been looking like here lately, it looks like we've been weakening ourselves and giving others more power. Don't it seem that way?
It does.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, yeah, you put it like that, it does.
So I mean, you start giving them more powers, you start making them feel like, you know, and look and
Yeah.
they're the superpowers too. So then boom, here we go.
Right.
Let's enslave the world.
That makes sense, man. I was thinking we would have to break the governments, countries would have to be broken so bad that they say, all right, we'll do it. But no, you're right, man. Just give them a fair amount of power and say, come on in. And this is, yeah. That's crazy.
I mean, Russia's selling India defensive weapons to go against China. What is that, man?
I don't buy it. I don't know. I don't buy it. man, you talked about people possibly having demons. I see that, like countries. I really do believe that in the end, they're gonna be our buddies, and then at the end, they're all gonna turn on us. You know, there'll be Europe, and once Taiwan gets taken, Ukraine, Russia does what it's gonna do, China does what it's gonna do. Yeah, I think we're gonna pretty much be on our. Wasn't there something with Australia? Wasn't there something going on with Australia as far as like
Yeah, France got all pissed off and shit.
something like that, man.
Something about the submarines and shit like that. They were,
Yeah.
We put together a pact with Australia to build nuclear submarines and shit.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. If we can't defend those places, cyber attack, grid down, whatever. If we're too enthralled in the conflict with, those places they'll fall to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? If we got a conflict between Russia and China, and whoever else, Iran and whoever else,
motherfucker, I feel you.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like every man for himself, and then once all the other ones fall, I think everybody would be looking at us.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I still have that optimism, man. A little bit of optimism in our military, in our our soldiers are badass, man. They tough, you know what I'm saying? And I know people say, like a lot of the younger folks are joining now from this day and age and stuff, and they say some of them are softer than the past or something like that, man. But I still believe in our military. I still believe they can kick a motherfucker ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really do believe that. So I don't count us out. I don't think I don't look at China and say, oh, they're gonna stomp us out completely. Right. I think it's gonna be tough though, because it's 10-1.
Yeah.
They got so many more people than we do.
We still got the bigger guns, supposedly.
But like they say we're falling behind with the the super fast missiles and shit like that. But is that true?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But
everybody's still. Yeah.
And what's up with this? I know we keep going back to this, and I know people probably get sick of hearing it, but there's something more to that satellite shit that they shot down and shit like that.
Yeah, there is.
What was so important for them to, and we didn't see nothing, hear nothing, except for, a satellite got hit and we needed to move some people out of the space station to get them out of harm's way. Why in the hell did you have to hit up that satellite so bad, so fast, to where you didn't get people out of the way to begin with, before you even did it?
Yeah, that's almost an act of war right there. I mean, you're jeopardizing. Yeah, it's a lot to it, man. I don't think that they respect Potato. I don't know, man. I would really like that. I would really have liked to see that conversation between Potato and Putin. That would have been. Hey, somebody did a video and they were saying, people who watch a person's body manners and stuff like that. And they were talking about, we only got 8 seconds, but they showed Putin's feet. And they were like, I've never seen him do anything like that before. Yeah, if you watch the video, he goes up on his heels and then he crosses his legs and then he kind of goes back, and they're like, Putin doesn't move like that. Yeah.
So they're saying it wasn't even him.
No, they're saying it's him, but his body mannerisms were kind of like it was a joke to him, or like he just really didn't want to talk to the guy, Potato or something.
That's how I'd be, and I'm just a regular citizen. You put me on the phone with Biden, and I'm gonna be feeling sorry for him and trying to talk slower and.
Yeah.
Because he really has some issues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I can't imagine with these other people. I don't get it, man. It's so confusing. Yeah. How could we even think about putting somebody like that as the front man? Like, I just don't get it. That's why I say, man, we might be trying to look weak on purpose. Maybe Trump didn't get it. Like, dude, we are so fucking strong. Don't run around like we're too strong, man. That's not what you're supposed to do. There's a method to the madness. Man. So then they bring in the weakest fucking thing you could possibly do. You know what I'm saying?
No, man, that can't be good, bro. Morale, you know what I'm saying? Just pride in the country. I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is. It's fucking weird, man.
Yeah.
I mean, there was such. I'm not a Trump fan or something like that, but there really was a lot of patriot and loving the country and shit. You know what I mean? Now, I mean, even the Democrats, man, they're looking at Biden like, man, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. What is this? Yeah.
The hell we done did.
I mean, with T-Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, one of my biggest concerns with T-Man was not another country doing something to us, but it was like us doing something to another country if they act up. Now it's just like, I'm gonna hope for the best. I don't know.
And how quick that is.
Yep.
Overnight, the citizens of this country went from thinking, man, I wish a motherfucker would, man. Trump will kick that ass, to the very next day, like, man, we're doomed. The whole country's doomed.
I think it's planned. It's planned, man.
It's gotta be
planned. The planned collapse. Yeah. But like that one guy told me today, man, and it hadn't crossed my mind in a minute, but the one way to galvanize, people around a faltering president is a war. Whiskey Alpha Romeo. Yeah.
And we're so close to the depression. I don't see how we ain't in one, but I mean, we're come on, man. You don't recover from this like this. It doesn't seem like we're even trying to recover from everything we've been through in the past 2 years.
Yeah,
we're just getting farther deeper into it.
Yeah. But like you said, like, we're chilling. But Germany, the Fiji, that is crazy, man.
Ain't it?
So yeah, that's a whole nother deal that like isn't even like front and center on our radar. Like, I heard about the compulsory deals with Germany and Austria, but now you're telling me that like Fiji and they're going hardcore?
Yeah, the only thing we hear about is Australia. Why is that? Why? If Australia ain't the worst when it comes to this kind of stuff, why ain't we hearing about the worst? Why is it Australia?
Yeah, man.
What's up with all this shit, man? What's up with all these crazy ass propaganda bullshit, man?
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, just the feeling and the mood for me right now in the country, it's kind of like we're just chilling. We got this new thing, but it's not kicking butt like MSM, wants you to believe, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I don't know, man. NYC, is it de Blasio? Is he still in?
Yeah.
He gave 3 weeks. 3 weeks for the next mandate.
Yeah, and that's not even for that's for private.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's still moving forward, man.
That's what everybody was saying at the very beginning of this. You give them a little bit of power, and they're going to want more and more and more, and they'll never give it back. Because all you see, I got to be careful how I talk about this, but all you see is how weak this thing is. But yet they're going harder and harder. Why? It's either you're not telling us the truth, or you're just going bonkers with fucking power and I don't know, man. It's just so confusing. We could talk about it for ages, but
I'm crazy, man. For me, I see where it's headed because of the good book. I see where it's headed. It is going to a global conflict eventually. It is going to a one world government, a digital currency, total control, and a new system. That's why it makes sense for me when it doesn't make sense for a lot of other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. We're in it, bro.
I'm just a little confused because I want to know what's up with Germany and I want to know what's up with Fiji because you haven't heard anything about that. Like, I couldn't believe it when Nisi said that today. I was like, what? There's no way. So if they're worse than Australia's got encampments. They're arresting people for leaving voluntary camps. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on in Germany? What the hell's going on in Fiji, for that matter?
Man, maybe it's the testing sites, the testing countries or something, man. I don't know.
I hope we get some people in the chat and some people that watch this video, man, and they find out some info and shoot me some emails because I'm curious as hell, man. It's hard to find information, but a lot of people do, man. They're slick as shit with the information. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. We got them pews. That's why it's not over here yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's why it's not here. Got them pews.
Man, I don't got a timer anymore, but I think we've been rolling for like almost 3 hours. Am I right, Niecy? Damn, I looked down and it says 12:42. Didn't we start at 10? Like, holy shit.
Yeah, pretty
Time
good.
flies, man. Time flies. I think I'm gonna call it in a minute or two, y'all. I didn't realize we were going so long. It's been a good conversation though, man. We dug into some stuff, man.
Oh yeah, prayed up and prepped up, man.
Sorry the internet's been all messed up. I haven't been wanting to play no beats or nothing because the internet's so messed up. But when we end it, I'll play one of the new beats. Hopefully it'll play. I don't know. But I know you got to work tomorrow, don't you, Josh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Work, all kinds of stuff tomorrow.
Yeah, man. See what happens with this damn internet. I don't even know if it's fixed yet or not. I got to do some research when we get out of here, man. I want to go see what happened with this interweb.
Yeah.
Interweb. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and call it, man. We'll get into it again soon. I'm gonna do a couple more lives this week, man. I'm going for it, man. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying the time spending with all y'all, everybody on the panel tonight, man. I appreciate every single one of y'all that hopped on. Josh, you know I appreciate the hell out you, man.
Oh yeah, man.
It's always love, brother.
Absolutely.
But, if I hear anything or if we hear anything, of course, we're going to drop some videos or drop some little shorts or something to let y'all know what's going on. If y'all hear anything, y'all can hit me up in my email, hit any of us up in the emails, man. Hit us up. Let's keep this information rolling so we know what's up. New York Prepper, I'm going to hit you up, brother. I'm going to hit you up. I'm looking forward to it, man. I hope you come on and we do the damn thing, man. It'll be fun, man. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So anything you want to drop, man, before we dip up out of here?
Nah, man. Hey, y'all be safe. Prep up. Crazy times. That's about it, man.
Yeah, definitely prep up, man. Keep prepping.
Yeah.
I know we don't talk a whole lot on my channel when it comes to like what to prep and shit like that, but we prepping. I'm prepping.
Let's do it.
Like crazy. So keep prepped up. Keep a watch out. Keep your eyes open. Don't fall for the bullshit. But we're going to catch y'all next time. Thank y'all for being with us tonight. Thanks for hanging out the whole time. For y'all that stayed the whole time. For y'all that just came in, appreciate you too. Appreciate all y'all. Much love. Catch y'all on the next one. Maybe tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Maybe tomorrow morning. Shit. Oh, and I think I'm I don't know if I should say nothing. I'll just say native. We got something might pop with native, man. Something might be going down. So look forward to it, man. We'll get back into it tomorrow. I'll holler at y'all. Appreciate you.
Bam.
Peace. Now I gotta find out how to end this thing. All right, y'all. Peace. I'm gonna play the beat real quick so y'all can hear it. Hopefully it'll play.
Watch out, be on the person in here.
Oh, yeah. It's breaking up, man. It's breaking up.
I didn't hear it. Yeah.
I'm gonna try not to move too much. Nope, it's breaking up. Sorry, guys. Hopefully it'll be fixed next time. I'll just end it with the rain joint. But we'll holler at y'all. Y'all have a great one. Stay safe. Is that even gonna work?